taken up 2 o'clock.
No, we'll have it motion.
Yes.
Otherwise, it'll reach. Motions are, how many motions are there?
There are total it is 76.
No, it's not, it's from 32, after 32.
Yes,
We'll reach.
yes. No, it just.
We'll ensure that it'll take,
Only why I tried, because there is.
we'll ensure that the matter is
I
taken up.
don't,
Motion,
because I
we'll have-
don't want that tomorrow your lordship said that you should have moved by again Monday. This is the only problem.
We'll,
Otherwise, I have no problem, my lord.
That's the schedule, we'll have the motion.
Yes, I am deeply
Here,
aware.
my lord, we have filed an affidavit yesterday, it may be brought on record today,
In which matter?
in item number 35.
No, item 45 million. I have filed 8 million in long January. Listed sometime million, but is not. listed.
45.
But there will only my prayer provision, I have taken a loan, huge loan.
Now, what is your prayer?
My prayer million can leave it maybe at 2 p.m.
Which one? Item number
45.
45.
Yes, this is regarding loan million.
45 is a part of series. You are not there. You just say case there.
I have,
Eastern Agro Marketing.
oh, no, sorry, maybe not my.
May I please, your lordship? I beg to mention item number 56, your lordship, taking concern of the other side.
Hmm.
Here we have to file our affidavit that is sent for vetting, your lordship. Kindly grant us to further weeks, your lordship.
Okay, you've taken the consent
Yes, your lordship, I have taken
on the
consent.
prayer of
Okay.
MSM Das. Council appearing for the Customs Department. List after 2 weeks. To enable filing of affidavit in opposition.
Yes, your lordship, deeply obliged.
Is there any interim order?
No, your lordship.
My lord, in this case, my lord, interim order was still a returnable date, my lord, this regarding removal of president, my lord. So returnable date has expired, my lord, so it may come up on Monday, my lord.
Even if it expires, if it's not listed, doesn't matter, but still then we'll have it Monday.
Yes.
May I please, your lordship? Your lordship, I want back to mention WPC 4658/2022, which was last posting on 19/7/2020. So it's take long time, and after that 11/11/22 last affidavit in reply also
What do you
submitted.
want?
From respondent number,
What do you want, madam?
I want to listed it if it is possible before vacation.
We'll have it. You want it.
Highly obliged.
May I please, your lordship? I beg to mention item number 17 and 18.
Hmm.
In these 2 petitions, my lord, the grievance of the petitioner has already been fulfilled after filing of this matter, my lord.
Want to withdraw this?
Lordship.
MSP Bora, Senate Council for the petitioner submits that after filing of the writ petition, the grievance of the petitioner has been redressed. Also heard, Sri, Mr. Sharma will be appearing.
For
Sharma will be appearing. Withdrawal. 17 and 18. Grievance has been redressed. Sri D.K. Sharma, Senate Additional Senior Court Advocate, is present. Writ petition accordingly stands dismissed on withdrawal. Same order, huh?
Obliged.
Please, your lordship. I beg to mention item number daily list.
Yes,
Mr. Mehta,
after 2 weeks. You are not on record on behalf of Mr. Moria. Revenue? No. This is that matter we have already dealt with. Why is it taking time? On the prayer made on behalf of the petitioner. List after 2 weeks. He has a record understanding council revenue is present.
My pleasure, lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention for listing of a writ petition, my lord, in admission column in the next week if possible. My lord.
What is the matter about?
Matter about pertains to the release of the contractual bills of the my lord contract.
Not urgent. Okay, Friday. Next Friday.
Next Friday. And similar prayer regarding a contempt case, my lord. It was last listed on 2012-2020. The order has not been complied with till date, my lord.
Our notices have been served.
Notices are served, my lord. The other side has appeared.
Okay, Friday.
My lord. I'm
Eight
obliged.
places, your lordship.
Matter of which year, contempt cases of which year?
The contempt case is 2022, my lord.
Okay.
I'm
It's a
obliged.
contract matter, my lord. Settlement period is over, my lord.
Hmm.
I'm praying for listing on, my lord.
We want to withdraw it.
My lord.
Withdraw it.
No, my lord, matter become influxus, my
That is it. Then we can withdraw the matter. Yes, Monday.
my lord. My lord, another matter, my lord. Matter relates to, my lord, election of cooperative society.
Matter it is to
Election of cooperative society, my lord. I'm, my lord, praying for listing on my 29th.
29th. Wednesday, okay.
Obliged.
May I mention regarding item number 57 of today's list, Lordship?
57.
57. This is bail matter, Lordship. May I pray that this matter will be taken up to or before rising, Lordship? This matter was listed for last three, 4 times, but did not reach.
We have time after the motions, we'll have. You just remind the court before the admission, we will try.
Lord.
May I please, your Lordship? Lordship, I am praying for listing of WP for admission on Friday, Lordship.
What is the matter about?
Lordship, this matter is about the zero compensation, Lordship.
Direct compensation. Affidavit filed.
Lordship,
Who has filed affidavit?
Lordship, respondent.
Which respondent?
Respondent number 5, Lordship.
Okay. Yes.
I beg to mention for listing, my lord.
What is the matter about?
Matter, my lord, stop or already closed, my lord, without giving any notice.
Okay.
Earlier matter listed, my lord, for admission column. My lord.
Okay, we'll have it.
Next week, my lord.
Next week, give some date, Wednesday.
May I please, your Lordship, with the concern of the other side, I beg to mention item number 13, your
20,
13.
13.
Yes, sir. The senior arguing counsel is available to the
Okay.
on Monday.
Madam,
Yes, your lordship, counsel has been.
Monday, पहले खुला ने? पंद्रह. खुला. Monday list over to. On a prayer made on behalf of the petitioner, a list for motion on Monday. Monday is 27th.
27.
Review.
Lordship, I beg to mention for item number 39, Lordship. Lordship, the-
39.
39, Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, the respondent and file a affidavit, but we had to file a reply today, but the Lordship, some time may be needed for that.
Have you informed the other side?
Lordship,
Have you informed the other side?
onward.
You have to inform the other side. Who is the respondent?
Respondents, Lordship,
Who is appearing? Gujarat Group NGO.
yes,
That is
Lordship.
your case. You're for the petitioner,
Yes,
isn't it?
Lordship.
You want to fight rejoinder affidavit. You have to inform the respondent, see if they're around. If they're around, just see.
Okay.
We'll give you time. Take their consent. Yes.
Then from the petition already read the smaller.
This court, by the order dated 27/9/2022, had made an observation that pendency of the writ petition shall not be a bar for the respondent authorities to redress the grievance of the petitioner in accordance with law. Full stop para. Sri Padgiri, the learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that the grievance has indeed been redressed. Full stop. Also heard MS N. Bora, learned standing counsel PNRD, as well as Sri P. Gogoi, learned standing counsel Finance Department. Full stop. Petition accordingly stands para. Petition accordingly stands closed on withdrawal.
Obliged.
May I take, my lord. My lord, although item number 66 is tagged with 65, my lord, I have prayed for withdrawal of 65 only, my lord.
Yes, cost.
Lordship.
Cost. How
Yes.
much?
Actually, it was a joint venture entity, my lord.
Cost. In the last case, how much did you? 50,000 cost. What is your name?
A Chaudhary, my lord. A Chaudhary.
Sri A. Chaudhary, learned counsel for the petitioner. Submits that he has instructions to withdraw this petition. Sri D. Sekar, learned Advocate General Assam is present. This matter has been taken on a number of occasions and is a contested one. The court has given precious time special judicial time on the matter, which now is been sought to be withdrawn without any apparent reason, full stop. While withdrawal is allowed, comma, that is subject to payment of cost of 50,000 to be paid to the benevolent, Lawyers Benevolent Fund, Guwahati High Court, Bar Association.
Our name may be also recorded.
Recorded your name.
And in fact, some portion should be given to us also. They stalled our whole work. For such a
Let the lawyers be benefited now.
interim order parcel that may be. beneficial.
Interim order. Is there an interim order?
Yes, in this case,
Interim
there
order.
is an interim order.
Interim order passed earlier, then vacated.
Highly obliged, Lord.
P. Nayak for respondent of four. In view of the order passed today, in so and so.
What I am getting.
I Lekipa. In both the IAs,
Yes, for implement.
heard very order, heard Sri B. Goel and counsel for the applicant. That's what they have. In view of the order passed in the main writ petition, by which the same has been withdrawn, dismissed on withdrawal, comma, no, the IA automatically stands closed.
Obliged.
Highly obliged.
Then one remains, 66. Who's there in that matter? R. Dubey. Are you there in 66?
No, my lord.
66, when do you want?
66, Lordship, my premier is coming, Lordship.
No, it's not there today. It's only tagged. That is why it has come. When do you want the matter to be listed?
Lordship, next week?
66,
Wednesday, on 28th. Lordship.
28.
It is fixed otherwise on 28th, Lordship.
Next week, 66.
But there is
matter-
already a judicial order for.
The matter has been listed along with WPC 773/2023, which has been dismissed on withdrawal today. Full stop. Is this matter for consideration next week?
Highly obliged.
May I please, Your Lordship, my lord. The petitioner seeking this, my lord, ex gratia benefit before this honorable court, my lord, as per the last order, my lord. They have filed the additional affidavit bringing on record the Canoga certificate, my lord. This one.
What certificate have you brought on record?
Yes, my lord. Canoga certificate in the additional affidavit, your lordship, can next of kin certificate.
Yes, sir, instructions
Copy of the additional affidavit has not been served to us.
given.
Ready.
Do an additional affidavit has been stated to be filed and is in fact in the records, comma, both P. Sharma, learned additional senior court advocate, as well as MS Hazarika, learned Sending Council Revenue Department informs that copies of the same have not been furnished upon them. Put the para. Learned Council, your name?
W. Rahman.
W. Rahman undertakes to serve copies on the Learned State Council. So para list after a week.
My lord. Acknowledgement. You know,
It is the operative order, page 22, para 11 of the judgment. I was directed to pay an amount of 6,14,792 in a period of 3 months.
Page
Page 22, Lord.
22.
Lordship. Para 11 is the order.
Yes.
So that order has not been complied with despite communication made to the respondent, your lordship, in terms of the order. Para 23 is the representation submitted by the petitioner.
Heard Sri Al Mohan, learned counsel for the petitioner who by means of this petition has alleged non-compliance of a judgment and order dated 24/5/2022 passed in WPC 4846/2020. Full stop. Para. Para nahi, by the aforesaid judgment, comma, an amount of rupees 6,14,792, page 22 side over, was directed to be paid as compensation along with interest within a period of 3 months from the date of receipt of a certified copy. Full stop. The learned counsel has also drawn the attention of this court to a representation dated 12/8/2022, by which the respondent was requested to comply with the court's order. Para. Issue notice returnable by 4 weeks. Steps for service of notice upon the sole respondent be taken by registered post with AD. Steps by Monday. Yes, madam, what is this?
On compliance of the order dated 23/6/2022, my lord. Petitioner applied for subsidy, my lord, but which was rejected.
Madam, what is your name? There are 4 petitions. Who are you? I think there are a number of petitions, isn't it?
Yes, my lord.
Which petitioner?
Case 15, my lord. Case 15/4080,
You're 4080.
2019.
What is your name?
Barak is perfect.
You're Barak.
Yes.
And what is the order?
27, page number 27, my lord.
7.
Therefore, dispose of all the writ petition by providing that the claims of each of the writ petitioners shall be placed before the next meeting of the
Where are you reading, madam?
Page 27.
Now, since. Which paragraph?
Last portion, my lord.
Now, which paragraph? Last paragraph?
Last paragraph.
That's like what? Since all the,
Yes, ma'am.
since the other petitions are which,
Are also similarly situated,
Yes,
having
yes.
similar grievances on instructions obtained from the departmental authorities. The Kolita submits that the cases of the other writ petitioners will also be considered appropriately by the SLC in its next meeting. If that be so, it would not be necessary for this court to enter into adjudication of the disputed issue involved in these writ petitions. With the consent of the learned counsels for all the sides, I therefore dispose of all the writ petitions by providing that the claims of each of the writ petitioners shall be placed before the next meeting of the SLC, and therefore the same be considered in the light of the instruction issued by letter dated 17/6/2022, and by keeping in mind the policy objective. So the have submitted their representation along with this order, which annexure 2, my lord, page 29/5/7/2022. They have not taken any steps.
Ms. Bora, who is the respondent here?
Excellent. Yes. Page 3, my lord.
He is the chairman Number one,
Secretary.
my number one is the chairman.
Secretary of Department.
No, he, of the state level committee, he's the chairman.
Yes. Yes, my lord, Chairman, State Level Committee.
Third, MS.A. Bora, Senate Council. For the petitioner, who by means of this petition has alleged non-compliance of an order dated 23/6/2022, passed in a batch of writ petitions, including WPC 4080/2019, filed by the petitioner. Full stop. By the said order, the case of the petitioner was directed to be looked into by the state level committee in its next meeting, which according to the petitioner has not been done. Full stop. Issue notice returnable by 4 weeks. Steps for service of notice upon the respondents one. Your marking is
Yes.
about the two respondents be taken by registered post with AD. Steps by Monday. You corrected.
Yes.
And I think your name has also been wrongly stated. See the name as well as the surname spelling. Your clerk doesn't know your name.
May I please, my lord? I need some time to bring inspection.
You're for CGC.
CGC, my lord.
Matter relates to what?
Notice may be issued, my lord.
Notice may be issued, my lord.
Notice may be issued.
Then I can serve a copy to the department.
Yes, yes.
What is the matter, Mr. Sharma?
My lord, actually release of security money, my lord. The petitioner has supplied ballast stone to the railway during the year 2014 and 2015, my lord.
Matter is supply has been fully done.
Yes, my lord.
No defect. No defect.
No defect, my lord.
Defect liability
Certificate has
period
been
is
issued, my lord.
defect liability period is over.
Already over, my lord. Already over, my lord. But thereafter, my lord, 3 contractors were allowed to supply in the same track, railway track, my lord.
Okay.
Out of the
Shri J. Sharma, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, who is aggrieved by non-refund of the security amount for a work dated for a work order issued to him on 16/1/2014.
Right.
Full stop. The Learned Counsel submits that the work related to supply of 50 mm size machine cast stone ballast BALLAST. And in spite of due completion of the said work, the security deposit is yet to be refunded back. Full stop. Issue notice returnable by 6 weeks. P. Decker, Learned CGC, accept notice on behalf of respondables. All the respondents.
All the rest.
All the rest.
Let extra copies be served upon him
Yes,
by Monday.
yes.
Deeply.
Deeply over.
Yes. Igor. not R.N. Tagore. This is N.N. Tagore. Why are you smiling? One cannot have Tagore title. Sharmila Tagore is there.
Yes.
If anybody, none appears for the petitioner on call. Where is Sri Sharma, current additional senior government advocate, NMS Bodlo, Standing Council, Revenue are present. There are Indian interest of justice, list after 2 weeks. What is the matter about? It had earlier come also, right?
Yes, my lord.
What is the matter?
Application for endorsement, my lord, and
Of the
allegation
Patta land.
response number 4.
Okay. Next.
Obliged.
May I please, your lordship?
Yes.
Matter pertains to extension of a public road, your lordship. Private respondents in the case, my lord, they have reduced the area and width of a public road, your lordship. So challenging that, my lord, I have come before your lordship. On the previous occasion, your lordship had sought for instructions, my lord.
But we said that we are not
Maintainability.
a maintainability issue.
Lord,
How will it be maintainable?
Your lordship, that road, my lord, has been used as a 14 feet width road, my lord, for more than 30 years, your lordship. The main problem is, my lord, a lot of senior citizens are there in the neighborhood, my lord. If the width of the road is reduced, your lordship, they will not be able to use the ambulance service and fire brigade service, especially ambulance service, my lord. That is the difficulty, my lord. Ambulance cannot go in, your lordship.
admittedly, the land of the private responder is Patta land, my lord.
For
That is why.
more than 3 years, 30 years, your lordship, has been used as 14 feet road, your lordship. That is the main issue, my lord.
The land belongs to whom?
The respondent number 5.
If it's a private land, can you say that as a matter of right, you are entitled to use it as a road? It's a matter of grace that all this time he has allowed you to utilize the road or use the road.
He has abandoned that portion of the land, your lordship.
Now it is his discretion.
He has
If
been
he's,
lying in the barren land, my lord.
you said it's a Patta land.
Only to the extent of 1 kotha.
No, a person on his own discretion may not do anything over his land. But if you say it's Patta land, he's the owner, then he has all the right to use it to his own advantage, to his own choice and legal manner. Yes, any instructions? Get
No,
the
my lord.
instructions.
Have not received any instruction. In fact, my lord, if your lordship, my lord, they have annexed the sale permission. If your lordship, my lord, my lord, try to adjudicate this matter, my lord, presence of the private respondent is very much necessary. The said circumstances, my humble submission before lordship to issue notice at this stage.
We'll leave the maintainability issue open, but your HK Barua, or it's HK Barua counsel for the petitioners whose primary grievance is with regard to the width of a lane.
Bornamghar, Bornamghar,
Lane, lane dash Bornamghar within bracket Daparkuchi, common by lane. Full stop. The petitioners have alleged that the respondent number 6 has forcefully constructed a boundary wall by acquiring a part of the said lane, full stop. It transpires that the land is owned by the said respondent number 5, and therefore whether there is any indefensible right of the petitioner is an issue which will arise for consideration. Para, be it as it may, comma, that notice be issued, returnable by 6 weeks. D.K. Sharma, learned additional senior court advocate, accepts notice. No, MS Parliamentary Revenues. G. Hazarika, Standing Council Revenue Department, respondent number 1. DK Sharma, response numbers 2,
and 3, my lord.
3. Extra copies be served upon the Learned Council for the respondents by Monday. Steps for service of notice upon the respondent numbers 4, 5, 6, and the performer respondent number 7 be taken by registered post with AD. Steps by Monday.
Highly obliged, my lord.
Para, the question of maintainability of the repetition is however kept open.
Obliged, my lord.
Sorry, my lord, in item number 7, I was on.
You should have somebody, some representative. We have adjourned the matter. Is there in the urgency
No, there is only interim order.
vacated?
Must-
You have to vacate it.
May continue.
Are you sure?
Yes.
If there is urgency, you can move. We give you liberty to move.
My lord,
Bad case, bad case,
no, not bad.
good case.
We are application for demarcation because the road is widening up. Without any encroach, without any
No, fine to- I think you don't have a good case.
because instruction.
Item number command filter. 7 to 9.
Without any acquisition or requisition.
Yes, any instructions? Public Works Department, Revenue Department, Public Works. Can we issue notice then? It's protected. And that will be after 2 weeks. On the prayer of. On the prayer of Sri B. Gogoi, current standing council PWD, list after 10 days to enable him to obtain instruction. Interim order passed earlier. To continue till the next date of listing. Last occasion, interim order was not continued.
My lord, in first or first.
That is, second order, it is not continued. You have to be alert. Yes, next. 10 days. What is this, Mr. Ahmed?
Here, Lordship, may I turn to page 27. Here initially.
Information Commissioner has been served.
Yes,
Where is he, Mr. Deka?
his name is not shown, therefore I have informed him, he says he is coming. Lord.
Okay, we'll have it in his presence. You know him?
Lordship, my.
Okay,
colleague has
let him come, we'll have it in his presence. What is the matter otherwise?
Otherwise, Lordship, State Information Commissioner has directed the respondent number 4, that is Block Development Officer, Lordship, video. And that you furnish the information which is sought by the petitioner, Lordship. In spite of that order, Lordship, they are not furnished,
Information not given.
not given. Lord.
Good.
All right.
May I please? In violation of the Assam Municipal Act 204, my lord, the approach road has been blocked. My lord.
At Tinsukia.
And my lord, all the representations are pending, and as per 204. Dispose of.
Yes, any instructions? Hmm? No, see, it's a very rigorous kind of a condition. He says that a public toilet is being constructed just in front of his shop. And that public toilet, of course, is for the benefit of public, but at times you have to balance his right also.
Yes.
His ingress, egress will be affected if there is a toilet. So in that context, the petition has been moved.
My lord, in fact, my lord.
And he alleges violation of 204, I think.
204.
In fact, this is doing by the Tinsukia Municipal Board. There is elected.
Can you serve dusty upon the Tinsukia Municipal Board? You serve dusty, we can have this on next Friday.
Till then, my lord, because if they complete the construction, they will not be. But as my instruction goes, we approach the municipal corporation. They stated that they are not doing this. Their instruction is that they are not doing anything, my lord.
Then who is doing?
Well, I don't know, my lord, because it's a public road, the government land, and somebody is constructing a
In the
public.
said circumstances, lordship may kindly give
Hmm?
1 week time, my lord, I'll take inspection. But if
Then
my lord,
maintain status quo then.
Status quo, my lord.
Maintain status quo, 1 week, okay?
my learned friend is not knowing, my lord, who is doing it, my lord, difficult.
Because with the public road, we have went to the. approach.
But in
We
the
have made-
pleaded case, my lord, they are, my lord, doing it, my lord. by the
But,
Tinsukia, my lord.
Yes,
Municipal corporation.
your pleadings are
Because we have made a representation to the corporation also. Verbally, they
Alright.
said,
PPK Roy Chaudhary, Senate Counsel for the petitioner, whose grievance is with regard to construction of a public toilet on the GNB road, correct?
my lord,
In the district of, in the Tinsukia town, which is incidentally just in front of his shop, full stop. The petitioner alleges violation of section 204 of the Assam Municipal Act, Municipal Corporation Act, new act,
2022.
2022. Full stop. Para. Sri Roy Chaudhary, the learned counsel for the petitioner, further submits that though it appears that the construction is by the Tinsukia Municipal Corporation or its board, comma, on their approach, comma, the board has also denied its involvement. Full stop, para. That notice of no motion be issued. Town planning, you'll be appearing, Mr. Sharma,
My lord, I am appearing on the,
town and counter
my
planning.
lord, 1, 2,
Sri DK Sharma done it, additional senior advocate, Assam accepts notice on behalf of respondents 1 and 2.
my lord.
That steps be taken for service of notice upon respondents 3 and 4. 3 and 4, notices are to be issued by registered post with AD. Full stop. তার উপর লিখিবা 1 and 2. So let extra copies be served upon Sri Sharma by Monday. Okay. The Senate Council prays for an interim order. Full stop. That the returnable to account লিখিবা না? Let the matter be listed for instructions on today's 24th. We'll have it on 3rd of April, okay?
My lord.
1 week's time. Till then, it is directed that status quo with regard to the constructions of the toilet in question be maintained. The said order being passed ex parte, the respondent was 3 and 4, comma, they would be reconsidered after receipt of instructions on the next date.
Please, your lordship. Lordship, in this matter, the petitioners are the local people hailing from Pachim Nandapur village under the Hojai police station. Lordship, there has been a misappropriation being done by the rationing agent, Sri Binod Singha, that is respondent number 5. Lordship, the petitioners immediately approached to the Deputy Commissioner Hojai as well as filed an FIR, but no action has been taken. Lordship, after that, the RTI report reveals that the misappropriation has been done by the rationing agent. After that, Lordship, the petitioners approached to the Assam Human Rights Commission. Then the respondent number 5, that is the rationing agent, he was suspended for 2-3 months. And after that, Lordship, he was again, but the inquiry has not been held. And no action has been taken till date. Lordship, the annexer Lordship, Annexure 1, page 19, the RTI report. Lordship, the respondent number 5, the rationing agent has been doing illegalities. He has been issuing ration cards in the name of his family members, own family members, and the known persons. Lordship, we have filed complaint to the Deputy Commissioner, but no action has been taken.
But can you pray for a writ of mandamus for cancelling the agency of the respondent number 5? Don't you
Lordship.
think these are within the exclusive domain of the administration?
Yes, Lordship, but no action has been taken. We have approached every authority.
No, they have, you said no action, his license has been suspended.
Lordship, it was again, we have filed a review in the Assam Human Rights Commission, but no action has been taken there also.
No, you said his license was suspended.
Just for 2 months, but he has been committing illegalities and he was again he is still the rationing agent. Proper inquiry has not been done, Lordship.
Who are you? You take articles from him.
Yes, Lordship.
Where have you stated?
Lordship, we are the local people from Paschim Nandapur village. Yes, Lordship.
Understood. Are you the consumers?
Yes, Lordship.
Where?
We come under the same. Lordship will find it Annexure 1. Lordship.
Annexure 1.
Yes, Lordship.
Yes.
Just a second.
Hmm? You did not show any document. That's not required. Have you made any statement?
Yes, Lordship.
Where is the statement? Statement will do.
Okay. Just a minute.
You have not stated anything. How are you connected with this?
Lordship, but we belong to the same village and we are the.
It doesn't matter. You may be staying next door. You may not be a consumer.
Lordship, but we are consumers. We have.
You are saying you'll not do, madam. You have to state, there has to be a pleading. Because your locus is very important. You cannot come to this court taking espousing the cause of others. This is not a PIL. You are affected. How are you affected? You have to tell us. That by his functioning, if you are affected, that means you need to be a consumer. You file an additional affidavit. We have not found such a statement. File an additional affidavit. We are not taking any adverse view now. We are giving you a chance. Your name?
G. Swami.
MS G. Swami, Senate Counsel for the petitioner. Heard MS G. Swami, Senate Counsel for the petitioner. As well as D.K. Sharma, Senate Additional Senior Advocate Assam. The grievance is regarding inaction against the respondent number 4.
Lordship, 3.
Of 5. That is the respondent number 5, who is the rationing agent and indulging in malpractice. Full stop.
That's one number 6, my lord.
The 6. 6. And indulging in malpractice. It is the case of the petitioner.
That is not there. There is a mistake in the seriatim, my lord.
5. Respondent number 5.
You will be, although it is written in 6, because who is missing, my lord?
Madam, do the correction.
Yes, Lordship.
Respondent number
5.
Respondent number 6. Respondent number 6, we didn't wrongly written as 6. Which is correction করব দিন স্যার বলো last that in spite of a police case being registered and certain action recommended by the Assam Human Rights Commission, except for suspending his license for 2 months, no concrete action has been taken, as a result of which the said respondent is again indulging in similar malpractice, full stop. The petition, however, does not reveal as to how the 5 numbers of petitioners are connected with the present matter. Full stop. Apart from the statement made that the petitioners are resident of the locality, no other connection has been revealed. Full stop. At this stage, Senate Council prays for and is granted 2 weeks' time to take instructions and file additional affidavit, if so advised. Senate Council is also permitted to make the correction regarding the respondent numbers in the cost ID.
Obliged lordship.
Put your signature.
Lordship, item number 12, 19 and 20, they are similar matters. They are part of the series which was last listed this Wednesday. The Lordship has been pleased to issue notice and in the interim has stated the operation of the issued orders, Your Lordship.
But it may come together with
Together.
similar orders.
You have this thing?
Yes, sir.
That one. Item numbers?
12, 19 and 20. Your Lordship, here are different, Your Lordship.
You give a slip.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Item numbers, assessment numbers.
Yes, sir.
Petitioner is the same?
Yes, Your Lordship.
You are Anand Datta
Yes, Your Lordship.
and B. Gogoli. Give the assessment years.
I'll give a slip, Your Lordship.
Give a slip. And B. Chhodri B. Gogoli. Along with this, indicate in this also. Item numbers,
12, 19 and 20.
returnable,
6.
6 weeks.
Yes, sir.
A list along with.
Yes, sir.
Same respondents?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Respondent same.
Discuss, my lord, I am praying for a direction to the respondent number 3, my lord, DC. For my lord, transferring PMAY house relative to the respondent number 8. He got remarried already.
She got remarried.
Remarried, yes, ma'am. She is the mother of respondent number, person number 225.
Who are you?
My lord, person number 1 is the my lord, grandfather of person number 2, 3, 4, and 5. They are minor, my lord. Son of the person was died, my lord, in 2013. Thereafter, my lord, he, my lord, during his lifetime, my lord, he applied for a PMAY house. It was sanctioned, but in the name of his, my lord.
And who are the other petitioners?
My lord, they are, my lord, son and daughter.
No. 4 and 5.
2, 3, 4, and 5, my lord. 1 son and 3 daughters.
Of whom?
My lord, there is one number 8, my lord, who got already remarried.
They are not staying with their mother.
No, they are with their grandfather. My lord, their father died already in 2013. So my lord, he applied for the.
And you 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all minors
Yes, ma'am, they are minors.
represented by petition number 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam. Unique case.
Will take instructions.
Huh?
Take instructions.
Is she entitled? Will she be entitled to a house on the as per the scheme?
Lordship, petitioner number 2 is two is minor. But it's
Not only 2, 3, 4, 5, all are minors.
Yes.
Have you understood the matter? What is the matter?
Let's see.
Tell us.
Petitioner is the grandfather of
Hmm.
the and father-in-law of the respondent number 8. So respondent number 8 already married another person. But the PMY houses was issued in the name of her, respondent number 8. So,
The PMO was applied by her husband, late husband,
yeah,
and they have got 4 children.
all children,
Husband died,
husband died
and the
already.
children are not staying with their mother. Mother got remarried,
Which,
and she is also availing the benefit of the PMO.
PMY.
Now the father-in-law and her children are
Living
aggrieved.
with her,
are aggrieved and filed this petition. What is your take? What do you say? Will she be entitled to after remarriage?
marriage.
What is the criteria of allotment of a house under the scheme? Awas Yojana?
My submission, in fact, of my lord, keeping pending, my lord, they have preferred an application before the deputy commissioner. So if your lordship, I think, my lord, the deputy.
No, we need to get the facts cleared. That is his projection. We do not know.
My lord. My lord, that is why, my lord, without my lord.
We should notice. If actually he is correct, then we may. Heard. R.S. Chauhan, learned counsel for the petitioners. So while the petitioner number 1, no, the petitioner numbers 2, 3, 4, and 5 are the grandchildren of the petition number 1, and the children of the petitioner of the respondent number 8, which is mother. Full stop. The projection made is that during the lifetime of one Muhammad Nur Alam,
Mohiruddin.
huh?
Mohiruddin was the husband.
What is his name?
Mohiruddin.
Late Maniruddin, oblique Monaruddin. He had applied for a house under the, what is the scheme? Awas Yojana?
My lord, PMAY.
PMAY, Prime
Gramin.
Minister Awas Yojana. Scheme. Yojana लिखना, scheme लिखी होना लगे. Full stop. In the meantime, the applicant had passed away, had expired. And on such expiry, the house was allotted in the name of the respondent number 8, who, however, has abandoned her children and got herself remarried. Full stop. The prayer made in this petition is to retrieve, is for a direction to get back the house so that the benefit can be taken by the actual beneficiaries. Full stop. Issue notice returnable by 4 weeks. Madam, you're for Union of India. Union of India, MSRDB, NSCGC for R1, huh? PNRD for MS Bora for 2,
2, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
2, 4, 5, 6,
And 7.
and 7. Sharma for 3, 3 and 6. Madam has taken 3. Let extra copies be served upon the learned counsel for the respondents by Monday. That steps be taken for service of notice upon the respondent by 8 by registered posted AD. Steps by Monday.
In the meantime, my lord, interim maybe not to provide, my lord.
Interim we are not doing. Based on the instructions, this court may make an endeavor to dispose of
On the next.
the entire repetition.
Public.
Publish.
Yes.
Lordship. Lord, the petitioners are the Lord, rickshaw pullers. And
I think we have done the
Yes,
similar
yes.
matter,
Similar petition has been heard, my lord, by file.
only for Dibbahan. We have allowed for Dibbahan.
But my lord, we are not.
Retrofitted is
for
not
a
allowed.
specific-
Retrofitting is not allowed.
Not
Old
allowed.
cycle, old cycle retrofit is not allowed.
Uh-huh.
Retrofitting is not allowed.
You are Dibbahan only.
No, my lord, we are the rickshaws are the motor fitted, my lord, and Deep Vahan are also the same nature of vehicle. My lord.
No, we have made a distinction. If you are pressing for an interim order, we cannot. We'll definitely examine the matter,
My lord.
but
No, my lord.
we can grant you an interim order only for Dibbahan.
My lord, may kindly peruse the photograph which I have annexed. with-
It's not a question of photograph.
My lord.
It's a question of feasibility and the viability report of the IIT.
No,
That
exactly-
safety measures were given only for Dibbahans.
No, my lord, the entire issue.
No, you cannot to put the public to risk. Cannot put the police. This is a matter of public interest, public safety.
Then my lord may pass similar order, my lord, the petitioner who are driving the Deep Vahan, my lord, they are.
That we'll do. That we are protecting. We said
My lord,
we'll protect you if the Dibbahans are concerned, and the other issue we'll examine.
my lord.
And fix it with the other case,
Other
number.
case.
That is 1430.
Oh, that's a fair submission. That will do. Part 3, A.R. Bhuya, Learned Counsel for the petitioners. Full stop. The petition number 1 is a union of drivers of motorized rickshaws
My lord.
in the name and style Hodo Guwahati Motor Tolita Rickshaw Talok Union.
As per the-
Why rest are all why union? You should have written Santha.
They have, as my lord, I have also annexed the.
Okay, doesn't matter. And the petition number 2
Are all the.
is the general secretary. Full stop. They are aggrieved by a notification dated 28/12/2022, whereby the issued by the GMC, whereby operation of such motorized rickshaws have been stopped.
The retrofitted will.
I'll say, para. On the other hand, as Bora, standing council GMC, as well as MSMD Bora, standing council, Transport Department has submitted that such restrictions are only for retrofitted
Electric motor.
electric.
No. Lordship turns to page number 81. First paragraph. itself.
Are only meant for retrofitted with electric motor, which are unsafe for commuters. Commuters, full stop. The Senate Council has also informed that a similar matter was moved before this court, in which the interim protection was restricted only to Dibbahans fitted with motors. What's the para? Issue notice of motion, returnable by 4 weeks. 3 as Bora. And
I appear for response number 2, 4 and 7.
one who is one.
One. Yeah.
Is he around?
Yeah.
But he's present in the court.
Sripi Nayak, standing council GAD accepts notice on behalf of restaurant number 1. Riyaz Bora, standing council DMC For respondent number 2,
2, 4, and 7.
2, 4, and 7. Madam MD Bora, Learned Standing Council Transport Department for respondent 3, 3. 5. And my mayor,
Well, I'm paying for number 7.
and 8.
It will be
Registered
post, private organization.
Why we made 8 a party?
Lord, he is the manufacturer, my lord, who is manufacturing all these motorized rickshaws in the Guwahati.
Why is he a party?
Because, my lord, he can, my lord, this honorable court also the nature of manufacturing. As a formal party, I have made me. We,
রাষ্ট্রপতি কি বললো এটা DK Sharma, Learned 5 and 6. Let extra copies be served upon the Learned Council for the respondents by Monday. Para, that steps be taken for service of notice upon the respondent by 8 by registered post with AD. Para, or the Learned Council on the interim prayer. Para, though this court is not inclined to pass a blanket order of stay of the impugned order dated 28/12/2022,
well,
the same, it is however made clear that the same would not be made applicable to motor fitted Dibbahan.
Auto fix, Dibbahan Rixo, my lord.
Dibbahan,
Dibbahan.
motor fitted Dibbahan. List along with WPC 1430/2023.
Lord, Lord, may I pray that Dibbahan rickshaw term may be used, otherwise it is hard, my lord. Although the interim order is passed, my lord, but still these poor people are being harassed. Those who are driving the Dibbahan, as the word rickshaw is not there, my
So Dibbahan rickshaws.
rickshaws.
Dibbahan rickshaws, no problem.
Highly obliged.
Okay.
16, what is this?
Lord, here this Madan Mohan Guaithan Satra has come, my lord, against the Annexure Q, that is consent to establish the biomedical waste treatment plant, my lord, in the village of Pohara Pathar.
Page?
Page that is 83 is the consent to establish. This has been challenged, my lord. And here the petitioners are the complainant who has objected to establish this, and they have submitted, then only the entire inquiry was started. But after inquiry, the result is that these things has come out, consent to establish this one. They have got the consent from the pollution board.
What are your legal grounds?
The ground is that, my lord, it is inside the village, and whatever all the permissions take from the respective authorities, yes, he has applied and he has been granted. He has applied, he has been granted. Even the land was agricultural land. It was converted to other land. All these things have been, whenever this has approached this pollution board also, she has applied and it has been granted.
Who has applied?
This petitioner is respondent number 1, 2, and 3.
Who's 2 and 3?
They are the
Directors.
of the project, man.
But this is a matter of public importance.
Yes, public importance, but here we have come because he has filed a complaint.
What is respondent number 13?
They are the landowners, my lord. They are so we have made all the parties, all the necessary who have been involved in the case. We have all of them parties, my lord. They are the landowner. Again, on which land those things will be planted, my lord. And here the public hearing was also taken place. But the main complainant was absent during public hearing. And public hearing, only 40 people were present. And among the 40 people, most of the people are from the
project itself and also officials of the respondent authority. So where are the villagers, consent of villagers?
No, no, how are you aggrieved?
Agreed means it is inside the, because those things, waste thing will come out. And it is inside the village only, and it is very nearest to the, that Madan Mohan Guhai Than Satra, that organization, that establishment. And also there is a Shiva temple also in the nearby that plant, whatever is there.
Those will be everywhere, anywhere else you go, even there will be a temple or a masjid. But that can it be above the
But
public
yeah,
interest?
Only the
Where-
whether, your lordship, whether it is within the 500 meters, my lord. Within the 500, that has to be examined, my
No,
lord.
if they have abided by the norms,
That is to be examined, my lord, whether it is abided, my lord. Now they say it is
no,
abided.
see, these are official acts.
Rightly held.
The official acts, the presumption is always in favor of the official acts.
ma'am.
If you make an allegation, the onus is entirely upon you to show that official acts has been done illegally. Otherwise, the presumption is always in their favor. Even the evidence act says so. No evidence.
Your lordship will find, just I will take your lordship the inquiry report, my lord.
E 114E, judicial and official acts have been done have been regularly performed. This, if you're making an allegation, the burden is entirely upon you.
Yes, my lord. Yes,
You
I
show
have,
that
I have
this-
come with all those things, my lord.
You show us
Yes,
how
my
the
lord.
consent to operate has been done
Yes,
without following the norms.
your lordship may come in.
Prima facie usuas.
Yeah, after my complaint, my lord. Complaint, the petitioner inquiry was conducted by the executive magistrate, your lordship, by page 40.
40.
40, where that inquiry officer has given his opinion. my lord. 40 in the fourth paragraph, in the conclusion. In the conclusion, underside would like to suggest that since there is a widespread resentment among the public Banglipara regarding the construction of waste treatment plant, a meeting with all the stakeholders, especially the officials from the Pollution Control Board and the local people of Banglipara area, along with Satra committee members, may perhaps be convened to clear up the confusion and the assumption regarding the establishment of the facility. So, my lord, the public meeting which was convened, that is that the main complainant and main villagers were absent, my lord, that public meeting. I have stated in my petition, my lord. Your lordship will find. At page 14.
But others were present.
Others are the officials. Others are official.
Public meeting in without public is a public meeting.
Yeah, public meeting, a notice was issued, my lord.
Yes.
But this is a village area, this Satra people, they did not, they absent, my lord. And one of the,
But public hearing was, notice was in Agra Road, Assam Tribune.
but whether public hearing was taken place.
No, they have, see, enclosed.
Yes, I have enclosed the public meeting, that notice.
No. The enclosure of at page 40.
Yes,
Serial numbers
yes, this is the inquiry
13 and
report.
14.
Yes, that I have traced out the page 14, my lord. That I have traced out the page 14.
14.
Yes, 14.
What is there?
Your lordship will find.
Page 14.
Yes, page 14. Information all individuals present in the public meeting here as follows. This is the ADC expert, so and so.
Sinha, you have not understood what we are trying to hint upon. Page 40.
Yes,
After the conclusion, there is an enclosure.
yes, enclosures, yes,
You
this enclosures
come-
I have stated, my lord.
Come to an enclosure number 13 and 14.
Yes, my lord.
What is there? 13?
Yeah, 13 and 14 are the newspaper.
Yes.
Yes, that I have annexed, my lord.
So if it was done in the newspaper, can you now say that you are not aware.
My lord, public meeting, public should be present there, my.
If it is done in the newspaper notice and if still the public is not present, how can you come into the court? Newspaper publication means what? You are aware of it.
Your lordship will find thereafter the ADC, my lord, ADC in his report, in his
Where issue notice? Nothing
In
else.
fact, Lordship, these kind of matters, it has all the ingredients of a public interest litigation. They has come with a writ petition. And in fact, more so, they ought to have approached the National Green Tribunal where there are expert bodies to deal with these matters. Because if at all it is on the procedural lapses, then definitely this court can intervene and pass necessary orders. But here
I
he,
think Mr. Burwa is correct. You have a much effective remedy by approaching the Green Tribunal.
the village people, my lord, to go there in Calcutta, my lord.
Village people need not come, need not go to
there is
Calcutta.
online proceeding going on everywhere.
They need not go to Calcutta.
They
If
need
they
not
can come to Guwahati, engage with the Sina.
Issue the
What
notice,
is
they
the
may come with
difference?
my objection.
in fact,
And Green Tribunal can be approached by e-mode also.
Yes, because this court of late, it has been seen, this High Court has been loaded with lot many environmental issues which ought to have been approached in the National Green Tribunal.
Artsri B. Sina, Planet Council for the petitioners. Full stop. The petitioners who are 6 in numbers, including Satra, X, is aggrieved by the grant of consent to establish issued by the Pollution Control Board for establishment of a biomedical waste treatment facility. Full stop. The petitioners have alleged violation of the procedure prescribed and has also submitted that though a public meeting was held, that was not properly notified, as a result of which the petitioners could not participate. What's the para? Issue notice returnable by, what is the stage? Stage returnable by 4 weeks.
Stage, my lord, it is on hold, my lord. Enquiry report specifically stated that, my lord.
Environment and forest. Environment and forest. Who's there today?
D. Gogoi.
Dixit Gogoi is here around in the court.
D. Gogoi.
Is he there in the court? D. Gogoi. Planet Standing Concept. Forest Department accepts notice on behalf of respondent number 4. 3 S. Barua. Planet Standing Concept Pollution Control Board.
5,
For respondent 5,
7.
5 and 7. 6 state environment impact.
In fact, I can
6 also. 6 and 7. Yes, Bhattacharya for?
Union of India, my lord, 17.
Now, what about 8?
8 deputy commissioner.
8, D.K. Sharma. 8, 9, 10, 11 also. And 12. You for? Union, where is Union of India?
17.
17. You have made all haphazard parties. Why? You start with a private respondent. What is this kind of arraying of parties? The agriculture? Agriculture? Madam, you're there? Who's there? No, I will record his name. You will inform later. Huh? B. Chaudhary. Bikram Chaudhary. B. Chaudhary for respondent number 12. Respondent number 1, 2, then 13 to 13 to 16, comma 18, 19, 13, 16, and performer respondent numbers 18, 19, 20 by registered post with AD. No, not 20. 18 and 19. And performer respondent number 18 and 19 by registered post with AD. 17 by Kochari, ACCC, and 20 by APCCL. Who is for APCCL?
My lord,
APCCL.
no, not for APG,
Karma Mahanta, I think.
My lord.
Or Mr. Kotoki. S. Kotoki. Saurabh Kotoki. S. Kotoki for the APGCL. Let extra copies be served upon the learned council for the respondents who are already represented. Steps for service of notice upon the rest of the respondents be taken by registered post with AD. Steps by Wednesday.
Status quo.
Passing status code.
My lord, perhaps the name of the standing council forest has not been reflected in the cause list. May I pray that direct.
They've already accepted notice.
I'm obliged.
Doesn't matter.
Four.
Yeah, please also. A similar matter is pending. This matter may come up with that reputation, my lord. It would WBC 8272.
Regarding?
Regarding, my lord, petitioner is especially able person, my lord. There is a notification, my lord. As per that notification, although they are getting the family ration identity cards, my lord, below 50, but their case will be specially considered, my lord.
I think we have passed orders.
Yeah, lordship
Will it be covering or what?
exactly covered, but that petition is pending, and in that case, they have filed APDP. Therefore, my lord.
Okay. 3AFNU Mullah, learned counsel for the petitioner submits that a similar issue is pending consideration before this court covered in WPC
8272.
8272 2023.
22.
It's listed when? It's scheduled to be listed when?
Oh, my lord, after 2 weeks.
8272.
Obliged, my lord.
P. Boiragi, S.J. Sharma, B. Talukdar. None appears for the petitioner on call. Para, in the interest of justice, please after 2 weeks.
May I plead your lordship? Lordship, I am shareholder of Rangpur Samabhay Samiti Limited, Hailakhan. In the year 2011, my lordship, last election was held in the year 2007. After efflux of the last term, my lord, in the year 2011, my lord, the voter list has not been updated. And even no election was held. There was a writ petition, my lordship, several writ petitions filed before the Honorable Court. Due to the interference of the Honorable High Court, the election was to be held after correction of voter list. But voter list was not corrected. Finally, the annexure 5, my lordship, page 35, my lord.
Elections are now held.
Yeah, held, my lordship.
Now?
Without updating the voter list, and my name is also not there. All it is apparent from the voter list, my lordship, because those who have already expired, their name also not been deleted.
What about the rules? Election rules?
My lordship, election annexure 35, my lordship. Annexure 35 is the instructions, my lordship, for holding the election.
What about the election rules? What about an election petition?
Election petition, my lordship,
The voter list should be, there should be two voter lists, one as eligible voters.
No, can't you raise this issue in an election petition?
No, my lord, because
Why?
it's a cooperative society, my lord.
No election tribunal is there.
No, my lord. Our grievance is main.
No
grievance-
election tribunal.
My lord,
You should know the law, my lord.
You come equipped with the law. What kind of submission are you making, lawyer, learned lawyer?
oh, this is an election tribunal.
It may not be in the act. There's a set of rules under the act. And matters of this kind are not new, it's going on every day. You should be aware what is going on. You may not know everything, but you should be aware what is going on. Tarundar, you must be having a copy.
Yes. 2019 rules এটা আছে নহয় election rules এটা আছে তাতে নাই
2007 rules.
You come prepared.
well in fact what I say that
Let him come prepared. He doesn't know about the rules. Let him study the rules. Rules provide for an election tribunal. You have a look at the rules.
well there means the bus, my lord.
My
Other 3 days is also
Main-
over.
mainly.
Yes, and now
my
there are
lord-
disputed question of facts your lordship cannot decide. And there pursuant to the High Court's order for correction of the voter list, my lord, the election was held. And there is no, my lord, statement on record saying that, my lord, they have submitted objection, representations or whatsoever, my lord, at that time. There is no statement.
Okay, you have a look.
Kindly see the annex 11, my lord.
You have you, are you aware of her set of rules? You aren't.
My primary grievance is that, my lord, if the election.
You are not even aware of the rules and you are making a submission. We are giving you time. If you want to argue, dismiss it. Yes, argue. Argue. Yours is not the only matter. People are waiting behind you.
I'll go through the.
You are not
rules, my
equipped
lord.
with the facts, equipped with the law. Still then we are giving you time. You come prepared. On the prayer of Sri S.B. Laskar, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, list for motion after a week.
Obliged, my lord.
Deeply obliged.
May it please your lordship, I have used my item number 22, lordship.
We had passed orders after 2 weeks, I think. Is there any extreme urgency?
No, lordship.
Okay,
No,
non-appearance
notice may be
will cover up what I did. We remove that part of non-appearance. Okay.
So notice maybe should.
Not now, if there is no urgency. You should be here, somebody should be here. 3 councils are there. You make a prayer for adjournment, we always grant it. Yes, next. 24.
Lordship, here in the. He is described by the order of that.
You're in 24 also.
Yes, lordship.
What is it?
Lordship, here the petitioner is challenging the legal validity of the order dated 19/7/2022 of the ombudsman order, lordship.
What the ombudsman has done?
Ombudsman has rejected my prayer of claim, lordship. Here the petitioner has purchased an insurance policy, lordship. My prayer is rejected. The order of the ombudsman is as order page
10.
11, lordship. 7, the operative portion is at 12, lordship.
Yes, what is the finding?
The finding is that second para, lordship, this form finds with the contention that the respondent insurer that no valid fitness certificate could be produced at the material time of the accident. This is a violation of the provision of this, lordship.
Your vehicle has met with an accident.
Yes, lord.
There is no fitness certificate. That is the reason for
Rejection, but my fitness certificate was present, lord.
was there.
Yes, lord.
You say this is a wrong appreciation of facts.
Yes, lord. At that point, lordship, at the material point of my claim, they said that my fitness is not there, lord. The vehicle met with an accident on.
Okay.
15/4/2021.
Your team or what?
S.J. Samal.
S.J. Sharma, heard Shri S.J. Sharma, Learned Counsel for the petitioner who is aggrieved by an order dated 19/7,
2022.
2022, passed by the Insurance Ombudsman, by which the claim of the petitioner has been rejected. The Ombudsman came to a finding that the vehicle in question did not have any valid fitness certificate, and this fact has been disputed by the petitioner. So issue notice returnable by 4 weeks. 3. 4 weeks, steps for service of notice upon the respondent numbers 1 and 2 be taken by registered post which AD. Steps by 1 day. Yes, next.
Obliged.
Your lordship.
Yes,
Matter pertains to the cancellation of GST registration, lordship,
yes.
the non-payment of GST dues, lordship.
Hmm.
Your
We have
lordship.
passed similar orders, I think.
Yes, lordship. Earlier also,
Lordship,
lordship had
only one addition. Lordship, Rule 23 may be followed that.
Why are you adding a rider?
No,
They are willing to pay the thing.
No, Lordship has stated that for the registration of the immediately on filing of the return along with the deposit of statutory dues, the petitioner in accordance with rules. Rule 23 may be
Of
GST rule.
CGST rules 2017.
what is 23?
So here it is stated that in term of such return has been paid along with the amount payable towards interest, penalty and late fee in respect of the said return. Only Rule 23 may be.
Lordship is passing the.
Yes. To make the corrections, madam.
Yes,
You are not on record.
no,
Why weren't you sign the Okalnama?
actually, Haris Mishra is. Code number 20.
You are A. Nirola or what?
M. Nirala.
And write your name.
Yes, Lord.
Dispose of?
Lots.
Jessica, no?
The other two items, item 27
And you just add that part, 23.
Lordship.
Yeah, you have.
Yes, yes.
Yes, lordship.
Make any corrections with the pencil and let Mr. Kayal have a look.
Lordship.
Item 27 is.
27 is similar.
Yes, Lord.
Mr. Kayal,
Lordship.
27? 27?
Yes, Lord.
You will come.
Rule 20.
What are the grounds?
Yes. Grounds, my
How
lord,
do you substantiate your claim that you have a better claim
yes, my lord.
than the private respondents?
Since, my lord, we have stated, my lord, since some of them are service holders and most of them are having pakka houses. So under the, my lord, Pradhan Mantri, my lord,
Have you stated in your petition?
yes, we have stated, my lord, specifically, my lord, stated in our.
What kind of service?
My lord, some is grade 4, some is Ongunwadi workers, some is teacher.
Lordship will take instruction.
But this will ultimately be in the realm of questions of fact, which
Yes.
they will dispute.
That's true, my lord, that's true. My lord, we have reported it to the deputy commissioner, my lord, regarding all these smaller facts, my lord. But the deputy commissioner has not given any response to our.
R3 MU Mondal, Senate Council for the petitioners, full stop. The petitioners who are 11 in numbers have questioned the decision of the department to allot to give the benefit of the PMAY to the private respondents by depriving the petitioners, full stop. It is the case of the petitioners that they are better, their claim is, they have a better claim for such benefits. And the private respondents are otherwise having Akka houses or are in service. Full stop, para. Issue notice, returnable by 4 weeks. As Evans Bora, Learned Standing Council, PNRD accepts notice on behalf of, oh no, Union of India first. Union of India. Union of India, anyone? CCC, Mr. Gupta, H. Gupta, Learned CCC accepts notice on behalf of respondent number 1. Chief Secretary, D.K. Sharma. Additional general advocate for 2,
7 and 10.
2, 7 and
10.
10. MS Bora, Standing Council, Panchayat,
3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 13.
8, 9 and 13. And others? Anyone else? Let extra copies be served upon the Learned Council for the respondents by Monday. Let steps be taken for service of notice upon the rest of the respondents. We take by registered post PTAD. Steps by Wednesday.
Interim period, since they are listed beneficiaries, in the pendency may not be bar. That is
For pendency may not be a bar for what?
for providing the benefits to us.
The prayer council, they have written, my lord, to fund the money of amounting to 1 lakh. How, my lord, where it can be?
A pendency of this case may not be a bar for consideration of the case of the petitioner if they fall within the parameters of such, of being being beneficiaries of the scheme.
Deep God bless.
Bless.
Please, Your Lordship, the petitioners herein have completed their diploma, that is diploma in pharmacy, and are eligible for registration as the pharmacists of the state. They have applied for the same and they have deposited all the requisite fees. But in spite of that, the applications have been kept pending, Your
Yes,
Lordship.
Mr.
Friday, madam, next Friday.
Issue notice or what?
Honestly, madam, that only.
The grievance of the petitioner is the delay, public inaction in issuing license to the pharmacist, which the petitioners have claimed to have duly applied for after obtaining their,
Pharma.
it's a diploma, isn't
Diploma in
it?
pharma.
After obtaining the diploma in pharmacy. In pharma, what was it called? Pharmacy.
Diploma in pharmacy.
In pharmacy, stop. Sarah? P. Gogol, Standing Council, Health and Family Welfare Department, praised for and is granted time till
Friday, next Friday.
time till 31st of March
Monday.
2023 for instructions. Full stop. List accordingly.
Your
One
Lordship,
copy may be furnished.
I'll give him, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, Pharmacy Council of India is also a party here. So that and notice has to go, Your Lordship.
First, let him take the
Okay, Your
instruction.
Lordship.
He'll get the status at least.
Yes.
If
Deeply
if it can be sorted out without notice,
Fine.
well and good.
Deeply obliged.
Next.
It please your lordship. But in this case, the petitioner, the husband was in the business of promotion of flats, my lord. And during his lifetime, in 2019, he entered into an agreement with another person because he had some kidney issues. And finally, he died, my lord, in the year 2020. And by virtue of that agreement, he assigned that construction of those flats to the third party, my lord. Now, after the death of her husband, one of such person who had already paid the amount for booking of the flat, they have raised an issue with the real estate regulatory authority, my lord, seeking compensation. Now, by virtue of this agreement, my lord, everything is assigned to the third party, and possession has also been handed over to the third party. Now, my lord, the real estate authority, my lord, they found the agreement was before the tribunal. And then after examination of this, the authority found
that it is in violation of section 15 of the Act. Section 15 of the Act requires, my lord, that when when such there is such transfer of the construction site, the 1/3 of the my lord, the
But the order of 2/6/2022, isn't this an appellable order?
appealable order. So, my lord, in the appeal, my lord, we have to deposit the, there's a provision for statutory deposit of 30%. So that 30% calculated with the interest, my lord, it was calculated by the authority to be 64 lakhs. Now, under the facts and circumstances of the case, he is not in possession of the bill, project. It has been assigned to somebody else. If the tribunal says that it is again, it is, my lord, barred by section 15, then the possession should also be handed over to me, my lord. That entire, and then, my lord, the new incumbent, my lord, the person who is making the constructions now, he is also been registered under the real estate authority. That aspect has also been ignored by the authorities, my lord. Now, what I'm before your lordship is, my lord, that for waiver of the pre-deposit, so that I can take up all these issues before the appellate authority, and appellate authority could not, my lord, grant me this relief because there is no such provision in the Act, my lord. I'm taking your lordship to that order, my lord.
But can we tinker with statutory provision regarding waiver?
My lord, in the
It is not a question of some relief you're asking. We are changing, molding the relief.
under these facts and circumstances, my lord, therefore I'm before a writ court, my lord. And although, my lord, today I don't.
No, something which is prescribed by the statute. Can you say something else?
My lord, I have gone through some judgment, although today I have not, that judgment is not with me. In some sale tax matter, my lord, that waiver was granted by Supreme Court. In particular facts and circumstances, of
Supreme
course.
Court maybe for exercising jurisdiction of 142.
My lord, so in.
We
here,
do
my
not
lord-
have that kind of, that these are all statutory requirements.
My lord, in a 226, my lord, in my humble submission, your lordship may intervene in the
No, we
peculiar
can give a
facts.
different meaning, but we cannot reduce the amount. We can say that you apply before the tribunal, appellate tribunal with an application that is to be considered, that much we can say.
That, my lord, the tribunal has already said that we do not have the power under the Act.
Then-
Therefore, my lord, I am before your lordship.
If the statute does not prescribe for reducing the amount,
If, my lord, I am not liable to pay at all, and she is not in a position to pay also. Therefore, my lord, I become non-suited, my lord.
what are the judgments?
My judgment is not there with me right now, my lord.
You show
It
the
is
judgment, let us see. Wednesday next. Wednesday is okay? You say Monday is also okay for us.
Wednesday.
On the prayer of MS P. Chakraborty, learned counsel for the petitioner. Place for motion on Monday. On Wednesday.
May I please? This matter pertaining to non-payment of contractors bill matter.
Which department?
Water
Which-
resource,
Water
water resource.
Where is the acknowledgement?
Under my annex R 4, annex
Page.
liability, annex R 4, my lord, is 20, my lord,
20.
20, my lord. Relevant portion, my lord, 22.
Works of which year?
2012, my lord.
Now in 2023, they give the certificate.
My lord, part payment made, my lord, and
Yes, madam, how do you give a certificate?
That's why I have to take instruction.
Take instructions. But from the fact that this liability is not acknowledged by the chief engineer,
my lord, petition.
but after 14, this is 14/6 plus 3, 9 years, the executive engineer gives a certificate in one page of paper. What are the What are your records before him?
Yes, Lordship.
Petitioner filed, my lord, RTI application for clarification, my lord. Annexer 4, my lord. Authority, letter, my lord.
But as per Ramsey Ali also, the acknowledgement has to be from the chief engineer, not by the executive engineer.
Notice.
Letter. The petition
But
is
your name?
M.A. Chaudhary.
M.H. Chaudhary, Hartsley M.H. Chaudhary, Senate Counsel for the petitioner, who by means of this petition is praying for a direction for release of the outstanding contractual bills amounting to rupees 27
2,71,000.
2,71,179. The works appear to be of the years 2014, 2015 and 2016. And a statement has been annexed, which has been obtained under by applying under the Right to Information Act, wherein certain balance amount of 3 works have been stated by the executive engineer, Morigaon Water Resource Division, for the para, issue notice. No, whether such statement would amount to an acknowledgement as provided by the Honorable Full Bench in the case of Ramsey Ali versus so-and-so is an issue which should require some deliberation. For the para, issue notice returnable by 4 weeks. Ms. J. Gogoi,
For all
Senate
respondents.
Standing Council, Water Resource Department accepts notice on behalf of all the respondents. Let extra copies of the petition be served upon her by Monday. Yes, next.
Hey, please, Your Lordship. Lordship, the petitioner before your Lordship is a proprietorial concern, Lordship, who has been issued with a show cause in the year 2020, Lordship. The main allegation about this that he has not paid tax for a certain period of time, Lordship. So basically, the petitioner company, they are doing the business of a manpower supply, Lordship, which as per the 2012 service tax notification, Lordship, this is in the negative list, Lordship. And the reverse charge method was introduced, Lordship, where the service provider.
Lordship, the main grievance of the petitioner that they prepared an appeal that has not been entertained. Lordship, may come to page 9,
Yes,
paragraph 16, Lordship.
I have filed an appeal because my prayer has not been taken care of and the adjudication order has been passed by the commissioner there in
Yes.
the Dibrugarh, Lordship. So thereafter, within a limitation period, Lordship, I filed the appeal, but it's almost 7 months, Lordship. They have not even acknowledged my appeal. And in the
Lordship,
other way,
come to paragraph 16, Lordship.
16 years.
That the petitioner beg to state that the petitioner thereafter communicated with the original order and being distributed with the same.
yes, we are accepting that, Lordship,
Let him read, let him read.
because
Let him
have not-
read.
Okay, Lordship.
An appeal as per the provision of section 85 of the Finance Act before the Commissioner, Central Goods and Service Tax Act so on 24/8/2022. The memo was sent to the appellate authority by speed post on 25/8/2022. No slip has been annexed. I'm not on that. Lordship may take on Wednesday. I'll make inquiry from the department whether appeal has been received by them or not. If it is received, what action has been taken on?
Appeal is not required to be accompanied by any statutory deposit.
Lordship, here in the impugn order, it is said that there should be affixed by ₹2, but in my, there is a notification that should be preceded by 7.5% PG budget, Lordship. Lordship, I make inquiry, I'll come on Wednesday, Lordship.
Heard Ms. M. Bhattacharya, learned counsel for the petitioner, who is aggrieved by a demand come show cause notice issued by the Central GST. Full stop. There were earlier round of litigation where there were directions of reconsideration. Whereafter, wide the order dated 31/5/2022, madam,
Yes, Lordship.
the demand was confirmed for the period 2014-15 to 2017-18 with another amount as penalty. The petitioner claims to have preferred an appeal under section 85.
Yes, Lordship.
85 of the Finance Act 1994, which, however, is lying unattended. Full stop para. The Learned Counsel has drawn the attention of this court to the statements made in paragraph 16 of the writ petition to the said effect. Full stop para. Through SC Cal and Standing Counsel, Central GST, however, fairly submits that some time may be granted to him to obtain instructions with regard to the fate FAT of the appeal. No, with regard to the fact as to whether the appeal has actually been filed, and if so, the fate of the same. Let this matter be listed for motion on Wednesday.
29th, Lordship.
That will be 31st.
31st,
You get educated Friday.
Lordship.
Much.
Deeply obliged.
My lord, matter is related to settlement of Ten Mahal in Karbi Anglong district. There is a public notice and writ petitioner, he participated in the tender and his bid document was found highest. Lordship may kindly come to Annexure B at page 31.
Yes.
31. This was the letter which was written by the Divisional Forest Officer, Karbi Anglong West Division, the tendering authority. And the tabulation is available at page 32, my lord. And petitioner is number 1, which is offered rate of 17 lakhs 10,000. So after getting this copy of this letter, he was in the expectation that he will be given the settlement. But he came to know later on about the issuance of Annexure C, my lord. This is the letter issued by the Department of Environment and Forest Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council. Hereby, the authority of Autonomous District, they are
Number two has been given the allotment.
yes, they are making preparation, my lord.
Why?
Given.
I'll take the instruction, my lord. I don't know.
See, from the company statement,
Yes, my lord.
it appears that he has
Yes,
met
my
all
lord.
the
Yes, my
criteria.
lord. My lord.
And his bid is also the highest.
My lord. As per the, my lord, Divisional Forest Officer's letter.
Heard Sri R. Sharma, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, who submits that pursuant to a tender notice for grant of mining contract for collection of sand, etc. in the Jamuna River Sand Mahal, Hatipura, under the Karbi Anglong West Division, Difu, for a period of 3 years, his bid was found to be the highest and suitable in all respects. All respects. So, however, why the impugned order dated? What is the date?
There is no date, whether it was issued or not, my lord, no date.
Why an impugned order? Annex as Annexure C, which does not bear a date, the allotment has been sought to be given to the second highest bidder who has been implemented as respondent number 7. Full stop. Issue notice returnable by 4 weeks. Forest, Mr. Hassan?
Yes, Lord.
A. Hassan, Standing Council Forest Department accepts notice on behalf of respondent number 1.
226, I am appealing.
Whereas the J. Chutia, Standing Council, KAAC, accepts notice on behalf of respondent numbers
226.
226. Let extra copies of the petition be served upon the Learned Council for the respondents by Monday. Sarah, steps for service of notice upon the respondent number 7 be taken by registered post with AD. Steps by Monday. Full stop. Third, the Learned Council on the interim prayer. Full stop. Para. Prior for Psychoma, a case has been made out wherein by depriving the petitioner, the private respondent number 7 has been sought to be benefited. Full stop. Para. In view of the above, let status quo. In view of the above and considering that the impugned communication does not bear a date, it is directed for maintenance of status quo with regard to the matter of allotment of the Sand Mahal in question. Mr. Sharma, are you sure that this has been issued? This does not bear a date.
We have come across this letter, so we have placed it before
I
the
can
Lord.
take the answer over phone.
In the meantime,
Yes.
Lots of notices may be issued lots. 1 to 3 lots.
For the State Bank.
Yes, your lordship. Not for State Bank, SB insurance. I'm not for the insurance. For I will take lordship. For his lordship SBI life insurance.
But where it could,
I'll level look at annexure 1, first loan disbursement letter lordship. Here lordship kindly will look at for home loan, it was 30 lakhs amount. For funding of home loan insurance covered, 3,91,000. Later on, lordship, we are informed after the death of my husband. Lord, my insurance claim has been not taken into account, lordship. It was rejected.
now why are it court? There is a surface proceeding also.
I'm not on that lordship against the traffic. Because of this instance, I have petition.
Now what is your prayer here?
There is
So they have initiated a surface proceeding And you're seeking a direction for settlement of the claim. Your present prayer is only connected with the insurance.
Lordship, in connection with the insurance only.
Yes, Your Lordship.
You're not for the insurance.
No, Your Lordship.
But not amount has been deducted by the bank. Lordship.
That is the mandate given to you by you. Not the bank's fault. Even for private insurance, we give ECS. And this is a private dispute, SBI life insurance.
But my lord, every communication has been from the Lordship SBI, Lordship.
No, SBI life insurance is a separate organization.
State Bank of India, Lordship.
SBI life insurance.
Lordship.
It is not the banking sector.
It's true, but my lord, everything, Lordship, from the Lordship arrangement letter annexure 1, it was given that, my lord, it will be deducted from home loan.
We have
income.
doubts. We are Fukan Learned Council for the petitioner who by means of this petition are seeking a direction for settlement of a claim raised on the death of the husband of the petitioner. Full stop. It is the case of the petitioner that they are willing that the insurance amount be adjusted against the loan, which is not progressing. And in the meantime, a notice under the SURFACE Act has been served upon the petitioner. Full stop. Para. Whether a writ petition will be maintainable is an issue that would arise for deliberation. Full stop. Para. Whether as it may, comma, keeping the maintainability point open, comma, that notice be issued. Shri W. Sharma, Standing Council, State Bank of India accepts notice on behalf of Respondent 1, 2,
3, Lordship.
and 3. Let extra copies be served upon him by Monday. Let steps be taken for service of notice upon the Respondent 4 by registered post with AD. Steps by Monday.
Lordship.
4 weeks. 4 weeks. 4 weeks returnable. Yes, Mr.
Yes, my lord, will argue the matter by the senior counsel, you can add, my lord. But he is on late court number, just 5 minutes, ma.
Let's see. Yes.
Your Lordship, matter to transportation of coal, Lordship, impugned order is at page 29, Lordship.
This matter was taken up, your not, names were not there, so we had directed your.
Lordship.
You have been served?
Copy served, Lordship. Lordship, 25 other matters arising out of same communication pending, Lordship. Lordship, may I pray one thing, Lordship, that this in line with earlier order, Lordship, that this communication may be stayed and all the matters may be taken at the motion stage, Lordship. Is it possible, Lordship? In that case, all matters will be heard, Lordship. 25 matters are there.
For other matters, there is an interim order.
Yes, okay, all interim orders. Let it be heard, Lordship.
Heard Shri M.K. Bora, Learned Counsel for the petitioner who has put to challenge a communication dated 10/2,
Yes, Lord.
10/2/2022 issued by the respondent 3, by which it has been provided that before laying of rail rack for transportation of coal, comma, the transit pass, and other supporting documents are required to be submitted, which should be submitted by the intending tenderers, be sent to the office of
Assam Mines and Minerals.
Assam Mines and
Mineral Development Corporation, Lordship.
Mineral development.
as one of 4, isn't it?
Yes,
To the Assam Mineral Development Corporation Limited. Full stop. Shri P. Sharma, Learned Standing Counsel for the said corporation, however, fairly submits that similar matters are pending before this court, which are at the stage of motion,
No, Lordship, all are admission stage, Lordship.
or which are at the stage of admission. He further submits that such directions have been stayed in the other matters.
State, subject to, there is some bar, Lordship, subject to the condition. However, there shall be no, not any bar. It is in 35 pages. Yes. Page number 30.
Yes.
Last paragraph, Lordship. However, there shall not be a bar for the competent authority to examine the documents accompanying the coal, which is sought to be transported.
And that we have said already.
Lordship.
কি করলো last me क्या बोला? State with certain conditions. Full stop para. Issue notice of motion returnable by 4 weeks. Yes, for one, Union of India, MS B Sharma. Planet CGC accepts notice on behalf of respondent 1 and 2.
Yes, Lordship.
3 P Sharma. Planet Standing Council.
No, not sending it on behalf of Lordship.
Learned Council appears on behalf of respondent 3.
Three, Lordship, yes.
And geology and mining
Yes.
comment, DK
No,
Sharma.
Lordship, Samoria is there, Lordship.
Geology and mining,
Sandeep Samoria is.
director.
Yes.
Is he there in the court? Is he
Yes,
there in the
in
court?
the court, Lordship. Come, I will give. I will
No,
inform
is he there in the court today, present or not? Have you seen him?
That I don't know.
It is, this court has been informed that Sri S. Samaria is the standing counsel for geology and mining, government of Assam, full stop. Let extra copies be served upon the learned counsel for the respondents, full stop. Following the orders passed in series of similar cases, it is directed that the impugned order dated 10/2/2022 issued by the respondent number 3 shall remain suspended. Full stop. However, there shall not be a bar for the competent authorities to examine the documents accompanying the materials within coal, which is sought to be transported, and be satisfied with the authenticity of the same. List along with WPC 442/2023. Take steps.
Knowledge.
Seven zero.
Lordship, in this case, authority has prayed for 2 more weeks for furnishing the instruction, Lordship.
You are maintaining the status quo order or whatever interim order. Arts to BD Goswami, Senate Council for the petitioner. This court by the order dated 31/3/2023 had directed the Nayak, the understanding council, EMC, to obtain instructions and had also passed an interim order. Sri Nayak, the understanding council, pays for some more time to obtain the instructions. Full stop. This after 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
As prayed for. This after 2 weeks. Interim order passed a day to continue to the next day. Should we give a date?
In fact, Lordship, authorities prepared some kind of SOP, Lordship, whether that 6-meter area covers the wall only.
If you want a date or not.
No, Lordship. If required, Lordship, I will mention.
Mr. Borbora?
Please, Your Lordship. My lord, the matter relates to tender. For a change, my lord, I am not praying for any stay or assailing.
For a change.
I want that the tender process should come to its logical conclusion, which they are not doing. My lord, the facts are briefly like this, my lord.
Yes, why aren't you proceeding? Why aren't you proceeding with the tender?
My lord, that instruction I will have to take. Let it be on Wednesday next.
No, my lord, I am coming. Any
Let him take instructions, which say that pendency shall not be a bar to finalize.
No, my lord, they may take any advice even this afternoon, my lord. Lordship, kindly bear with me and Have the facts for 2-3 minutes, my lord. It will, lordship will not take more than 3 minutes. My lord, initially, by page 16, the state issued an NIT. Page 16, my lord. For 109 numbers of packages of improvement of roads under a scheme, my lord, amounting to rupees, my lord, 1,206 crores. And there, these PWD roads, they have an website. Now, my lord, lordship will have a see, next page 18 is the detail. Page 18, it is October 14th, 2022. Alphabetically, my lord, it is the LSC means legislative constituency. In every constituency of Assam legislature, my lord, these works. It is under a package, my lord. I believe NABARD has extended the loan. My lord, same pack, lordship, see the package numbers are same. Then bid security, around 22 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 20 lakhs, like that. Lordship then skip these pages. The contract work that I am concerned with, your lordship will find at page 31. Page 31. Serial number 106. Tinsukia legislative constituency. And this petition is confined to this work only, not the other works. Improvement of so-and-so road to so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. My lord, net value is, my lord, 11.43 crores. Bid security, my lord, 22 lakhs 86, and for tender processing fee, 20,000.
Page,
my lord, 31. Page 31.
yes,
31.
Tinsukia.
We are concerned with this 106. Then, my lord, next page. Three, my lord, persons, my lord, responded to this tender. Next page 32, 14 March 2023, their names are shown. It said the package type, bidder's name, etc. Then, my lord, suddenly.
In page 32, where is the reference to Tinsukia?
Prepared, my lord.
Where is the reference to Tinsukia?
It is mentioned, my lord, the tender ID and tender reference number. Tender ID is given, my lord. Tender title. Hello. There's no problem.
Okay, 106, right.
Tender title. Then, my
Number
lord,
is there.
next page 33. It says this tender has been cancelled before technical bid opening summary. So reason is given, corrigendum reason, due to administrative reason / issue. So even before opening the technical bid, they didn't say what administrative reason or what issue for this particular work. Out of the 109 works, only in respect of this and Zagi Road, which has been done. Whatever may be, my lord, none of these three came before your lordship challenging this. They issues
A fresh tender.
rebid, page 34.
18 February.
Yes, 18 February.
Yes.
Rebid is with regard to my lord Zagi Road, which I am not concerned, my lord.
And
This
Tinsukia.
petition and Tinsukia. I am concerned with this. Next page, lordship.
Yes.
Same as the earlier NIT. One is required to, my lord, deposit the pre-bid money of 22 lakhs along with the tender. And there are, it is online, my lord, technical bid and financial bid on the same day. In addition to the online, my lord, bidding, there is a box, tender box at the chief engineer's office at Sanmari. One can manually drop tender. That is also but online is the must. Then, my lord, detail of the tender, here also, your lordship, it is highlighted. Kindly turn to page 37.
37.
37.
Yes.
Page 37, see, my lord, tender time schedule. Bid submission was to be between 3rd of March and 10th of March. Then 9, serial number 9, opening of technical bids. That was stated to be 13/3/2033. That has not been done by them till yesterday and till today. So here basically the non-refundable tender processing fee bid amount we have, my lord, deposited
And there were, my lord, two tenders.
You are sensing some foul play.
Yes, I apprehend naturally when on the stipulated that they didn't open the technical bid. I'm afraid, my lord, it leads to my lord belief that this time.
And this is the second round.
Yeah,
First round they have cancelled.
cancel. There are two bidders. Page 43. In case of one bidder, my lord, tender can be cancelled. It is from their own website. One BB Enterprise who participated earlier also. And Ujjal Barua, that is me, my lord, in fact, there are two bidders, my lord, who were shown to be, my lord, the participants. Now, my lord, my question is, you state, in the distribution of public largesse, my lord, it is settled law. When you profess something to the public, you must adhere to it. It is a compulsory.
Mr. Borbar, this at page 43.
Yeah.
They have mentioned two bidders. These are bidders who are technically responsive or the persons who have just simply put their bid.
The question is not, there are two bidders, one me, one him. My lord, yes, before your lordship, that not that I should get.
No, we are not on that. These two, you and the other one, both are held to be technically responsive or not?
Technically responsive to technical bids should be open. If the technical bids are okay, in case of both, then they will go for the opening of the my lord, financial bid or the price.
No, there is a purpose of asking this.
That's it.
If these are the only bidders, per se, the bidders, we have got two bids, this and this, without an evaluation. Now, after the technical evaluation, if it emerges that one of the bids are not held to be technically responsive,
Yes.
then it might be a situation of one bidder.
Then
They may have some other liberty.
Suppose both
Now,
come-
is it your case that at page 43, you and the other person both are technically responsive?
let them open the technical bid. Then we'll know, my lord.
No, this publication by them is after opening of the technical. bid or
My
before?
lord. Lordship,
Mr.
pre-qualification.
Before.
Pre-qualified technical, it is written here, my lord. Real number 1, pre-qualified, real number 2, pre-qualified technical. So on 13th of March, they declared, they made it known to the public that come and participate.
Yes, what is your instruction?
Well, first of all, my lord, subject to correction, in page 32, in the earlier tender, the petitioner herein is Ujjal Borua.
Borua.
Lordship will see the three bidders. This one BB Enterprise, Nurul Amin, Lasit Fukon. Name of the petitioner seems to be subject to correction, doesn't appear here.
I didn't participate. I didn't participate in that bid.
Yes, my lord.
I am not
Now,
concerned about that bid.
here, so far as the present retender is concerned at page 35. Lordship may kindly see the third para of the NIT,
35.
35, page 35, 18th of February 2023, third para. There were two works of Zagir Road and Tinsukia. Third para, schemes are not yet sanctioned by the competent authority in the event of non-sanction of the
Third
scheme.
para is bid security. Note or not note?
No,
Above,
before that,
above, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Schemes are not yet sanctioned by the competent authority in the event of non-sanction of the schemes, here is not very clear,
I have stated that. In the rest of
the
107.
bids may be cancelled and no claim whatsoever on this account. But let me have instruction, my lord, by Wednesday.
Whether the schemes have been sanctioned?
There, my lord, I have
Not only
stated.
that, my lord, what are they contemplating, my lord, when they are going to open the bid, technical bid?
That I have stated, my lord. Approval of the sanction amount or not. In that case, my lord, all other 107, in case of 107, first tender, technical bid open, even price bid open. So it cannot be. in respect of only
Issue a
two.
short notice or you get instructions?
Otherwise, I can have the instruction, my lord.
Have the instruction. We'll have it on Friday next. Arts PAC
They
Board.
don't, my lord, let them not cancel it without the leave of the court. That's a very
On Wednesday,
legitimate.
my lord, I can have it.
I-
for instruction.
Arts PAC Board, Senior
They
Council.
may do it this afternoon also.
For the. Who did you, Mr. Barbara? Andy.
And
Assisted by MS and Would stop. The petitioner is aggrieved by the delay oblique inaction in finalizing a tender process pertaining to the Legislative Assembly of Tinsukia.
And not opening tender bid, my lord.
It is the case of the petitioner that along with all other constituencies of the state of Assam, a scheme has been floated for improvement of roads on 14, and for which an NIT was issued on 14/10/2022. Full stop. However, in respect of the constituencies of Jagir Road and Tinsukia, the same was cancelled, followed by a fresh NIT in which the petitioner has participated. Full stop. The schedule of the NIT has been referred, by which 13/3/2023 was the date for opening of the final technical bids. The case of the petitioner is that the technical bids were not opened on the scheduled date. Until date, there is no information of such opening.
It is not open, my lord.
Such an opening.
Till the time of
The
filing.
petitioner apprehends that there is some foul play, which may also lead to cancellation of the present process. Full stop para. Shri B. Gogoi, standing on PWD, however, submits that the NIT itself makes it clear that these schemes would be functional only when it is sanctioned by the competent authority. Full stop. The said objection, however, has been responded by the senior counsel for the petitioner, stating that as per information received, the competent authority has already sanctioned the work. Full stop para.
Other 107.
Three, B. Gogoi, standing counsel prays for some time to obtain the instructions. Para. List as paid for. List for motion on 29th. 29th.
My lord,
Full stop. It is to balance the equities, it is however provided that till the next date fixed, no steps for cancellation of the tender process in question be taken. Full stop. The same, however, this court further makes it clear that in case that there is no embargo to go ahead with the process of settlement of the work in accordance with law.
Sir, petitioner is connected to that.
Only Tinsukia has said.
Not the entire, well, two works in the.
No, I am not
on
concerned with that.
Tinsukia.
lord.
That's very clear. Very-
Tender processing, my lord.
If they go ahead, we have given the liberty.
18 February. No, I want that it should go to the logical end. That's my limited. My lord.
That liberty we have already given. Next.
Please, your lordship. Petitioner is a railway catering contractor, my lord, and he manages his business. He has his static stalls at Assam, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Kerala, and Karnataka. To that extent, he pays his annual GST. And this writ petition concerns the functioning of 3 stalls, my lord, at Kamakya and Guwahati railway station. And when the tender was submitted, this petitioner had submitted the tender, then the 2010 catering policy was in force. And also the allotment was made as per the 2010 catering policy, and deposits were also made in terms of the 2010 catering policy. My lord, then came the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court to judge bench in Senior Divisional Commercial Manager versus SC Caterers, which your lordship will find at page 24.
2016.
Yes, lordship. There, my lord, the issue was whether the members of the respondents are entitled to get their licenses renewed in terms of the catering policy of 2010. The Honorable Court's reasoning is at para 27 at page 57 and 58. Lordship, there it was held at para 27. Therefore, we have to hold that the provision.
That part of the catering policy was interfered with.
Yes, Lordship, that the action of the respondents in not granting renewal is arbitrary. My lord, that catering, after that judgment came the circular of the commercial circular, which your lordship will find at page 107.
2-3,
Yes, lordship,
2-3.
22 of 2017, page 107, annexure E.
Now, where is 2-3-23?
15/3/17, lordship, and I am aggrieved today by this page 20,
2-3.
23, lordship, where this has been addressed to one Deepak and Company and
That is the-
Rajendra Kumar Mangla, who is the petitioner before your lordship.
That is the date 2-3.
Yes, lordship, 2/3/23, page 23.
Hmm.
There, this is to inform you that the license period of the catering stalls allotted to you at Guwahati and Kamakya railway station, including the original 5 years license period, as well as 10 months extended period granted on account of COVID-19, has already expired as per details given below. Serial 456 concerns Rajendra Kumar Ravi Prasad Mangla, the petitioner before your lordship, and he is aggrieved by this. This is, my lord, in my respectful submission, in teeth of the Honorable Supreme Court's judgment in SC Caterers, which was also clarified by the later judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court in.
How is the, what is the violation?
My lord, here they have said that
The
the.
license period for the catering stalls allotted to you by the Guwahati and
It has been
Samsung, including the
decided that
5 years.
no further renewal shall be given and fresh tenders are to be called in terms of the catering policy of 2017.
Hmm.
In my lord, and in 2017 policy also, which your lordship will find at page 86 to 106, at page 102, para 20.2, has been clearly mentioned, my lord, at page 102, para 20.2. Tenders that have been finalized and LOA issued prior to the date of notification of this policy shall be allowed to continue as per policy guidelines prevailing at that time. Zonal Railways will cancel all such tenders and return the earnest money to the tenderers in case the LOAs has not been issued before the issuance of.
But
the-
your period is over, your tenure is over.
No, my lord, it's in terms of the catering policy of 2010, the period is 5+5. Your lordship will find. Lordship will find the tenure at page 75. I am concerned with a general minor unit, and there at page 75, para 16.1.3, allotment of all general minor unit at A, B, and C category stations shall be awarded for a period of 5 years. 5 years meaning, my lord, 2010 then to 2015, with a provision for renewal after every 3 years in on satisfactory performance and payment of all dues and arrears and withdrawal of court cases. Allotment of general minor unit at D, E, and F category stations will be for a period of 5 years with a provision of renewal after every 5 years for a period of a further period of 5 years on satisfactory performance and payment of all dues and arrears and withdrawal of court cases.
You come under the category DEF,
Yes, Lord.
where you have stated.
That part possibly is.
Even if you assume that you are entitled to a consideration for another 5 years extension, where is the exercise done? Is the exercise done?
Yes, my lord, for other.
Now, for you, you said that,
Petitioners have already been granted.
you said that 2010, you are given the catering services. And 5 years expires, then you are entitled to a renewal of another 5 years.
Yes, my lord.
Where is the exercise done? Whether you have satisfactorily performed or not?
No, my lord, that has not been made. known.
Yes, what do you say, Mr. Gupta?
My lord,
Who is appearing?
my lord, I'm appearing, my lord.
My lord, the policy of 2010 has been superseded. Now, my lord, the concept of renewal has been taken away by the 2017 policy.
What about the savings clause? That savings clause was just put into,
And this has been also upheld by, my lord, my lord, there is a judgment passed by the single bench, my lord, wherein the catering policy of 2017 has been upheld.
there was a savings clause, madam has just,
That is not applicable.
My lord, will note
20.2.
this is in the
And
judgment.
my lord, there is
by-
the annex their license. My lord, what kind of unit they are running? When was the license issued? That copy of the, because to ascertain the validity that has to be ascertained, my lord. License has not been annexed. Nor there is any statement as to when the license was issued. Because, my lord,
made a statement.
Yes, my lord, that since
No, my lord.
2010, he has been,
Saving clause. Yes. This is in
is a railway catering and has been in the business of catering since 2010.
No. When the license was, does the impugn order refers to any license
Yes, my lord.
of
that-
2010? No.
My lord, it says that, my lord, the 5 years period has expired. So, my
When
lord,
expired is not.
from 2/3/2023, if we count 5 years back, my lord, the license would be perhaps after the issuance of the new policy. So date of the license, issuance license is important,
We'll come back at 2.
my lord.
saving clause applicable in the parole, not reading of
Into
the.
the-
Oh, this is applicable to only those.
My lord, I have been, stand corrected to say that when the tender form was submitted, the date was 17/6/2014. This is that copy, and this particular petitioner's stall, catering stall is at A1 category, belongs.
But you should have ideally annexed the license. We do not know the date of the license. Can you get a copy of the license?
Whatever form has been submitted, that is not given to the petitioner.
No, the license, you have been issued a
License,
license.
I'll try to procure, Lord.
You have it on Monday then?
And today is Friday, yes, Lord.
Monday. You take this back. I'm a speech Chaudhary and counsel for the petitioner, prays for, it is granted time on Monday to obtain instructions, including the copy, including procurement of the copy of the license. List on. 27 is okay for you or 29th, whatever you say.
27.
If you feel 29th is
Monday,
okay.
Monday.
Monday is okay, 27th.
Please, your lordship. The matter, my lord, relates to eviction, my lord, and the notice, my lord, is 25. From the notice, my lord, it is found, my lord, that land has been settled in favor of one cooperative society, and cooperative society, my lord, they have not filed any complaint, but the CO has, my lord, issued the eviction notice, my lord. Prior to that, my lord, we are paying the revenue.
This is not a revenue.
My lord,
This is Bedokholir
yes, my
Jorimana.
lord, Bedakhali Jorimana, my lord.
This is not revenue.
Lordship. And as per my lord, scheme of the government, my lord, we have also applied, my lord. Our application has been successfully downloaded, my lord. This,
No, government land notice given, we are not going to interfere.
now from the notice, my lord,
This Toji Bhai is fine. Radha Kanu has made it clear. What else do you need? See the revenue receipts, so-called revenue receipts. These are Bedokholir Jorimana.
lordship.
Fine. 20 years you have taken advantage of government land
Now from the notice, if your lordship kindly see,
by giving fines. What else do you need?
according
And
to
that to the heart of the town of Borpeta, Mitakusi.
Reserve land, my lord. In the western side.
Where is my laughing?
Western side of town, my lord.
It's not western side. I know this city more than you. The town more than you, perhaps.
According to notice, my lord, 20 biga has been settled to, my lord.
And it's for a cooperative society.
Society, my lord.
Now, public interest is also against you.
Now society is not, my lord.
At this,
If, my lord, it
we
is a
issue
land of
notice.
society, my lord, then
The Planet Council
then it will be civil dispute, my lord.
for the petitioner who is aggrieved by a notice dated 13/3/2023 by the circle officer, Borpeta Revenue Circle, to vacate the land within 7 days. Full stop. It is the case of the petitioner that he is possessing 7 bighas of land of government tag number 1301 at village Mitwakuchi since last more than 20 years. Full stop. The petitioner claims to have been paying Bedokholi Jorimana since 2006 and enjoying the position without any disturbance. Full stop. Para. FSI, comma, this court does not find
But we have also,
any
my lord,
indefeasible right
applied for, my lord,
for
settlement.
possessing the land in question, which is admittedly past land. Full stop. Further payment of Bedokholi Jorimana within bracket Toji Bahi is nothing but a fine, as has been settled by the Honorable Supreme Court in the case of Radha Kano versus so and so. Period as it may, comma. Let notice be issued, returnable by 4 weeks. D.K. Sharma, learned additional senior government advocate, some accepts notice on behalf of respondent members.
1 and 2.
1 is also revenue. I think you are 3 and
2 and 3.
not 2, or 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3 and 4. 1 is by PR. How do you want to live? MSPR Mohanto, Revenue Department. 1, 2, 3 and 4 D.K. Sharma. Let extra copies be served upon the Learned Council for the respondents by Monday. Let notice be issued to the respondent number 5 by Eastern Post to TD. Served by Monday.
But our application is pending, my lord. Next, sir, is 23.
9 Guntur. Name is not appearing, Mr. Dekar. Your name is not appearing.
Appearing the list. Yeah, Assam is appearing.
You're aware of this matter? Are we equipped with the petition?
Yes, Lordship. I've gone through the petition, asking for a non-compliance of the order of the State Commission which was passed. As per the Act, we do not have any power to go behind the.
To execute.
In that case, they may be, the government department may be directed to give the information out as per the order that State Commission has passed. Because once the order is passed, the right has been defined also. Page 27. Lord.
How do you enforce your orders?
We have no mechanism in the Act to enforce an order.
You take instruction, there has to be some, otherwise.
In some cases, Lordship, we issue notice and call the public authority and insist on giving the information, but legally there is no mechanism to enforce the orders. Lord.
Okay, let us see. Your I.U. Chaudhary,
Lordship, Ayu Chaudhary.
Learned Counsel for the petitioner who is aggrieved by the action of the state public information officer to provide certain information as directed by
1922.
an order dated 1/9/2022 and by under the provisions of the Right to Information Act 2005, full stop. The petitioner also claims to have filed a representation dated 24/9/2022, which has also not been acted upon, full stop. Issue notice returnable by 4 weeks. Lead across State Planning Council, State Information Commission, accept notice on behalf of respondents 1 and 2. 3. D.K. Sharma, Learned Edition, Senior Government Advocate, accept notice on behalf of respondents 3 and 4. Secretary Panchayat, I think, PNRD. Secretary Panchayat, PNRD, where? MSM Bora, Standing Council. Accept notice on behalf of respondent 5. Let extra copies be served upon the learned council for the respondents by Monday.
To your worship. My lord, this petition, conditions of tender, certain conditions are under challenge, my lord. The NIT your worship will get at my lord page 43 starts. The conditions because of which the petitioners are aggrieved. Your worship will find, my lord, this is a tender for supply of malt-based food.
In the Anganwadi centers.
My lord?
In the Anganwadi centers.
Yes, Anganwadi centers for the benefit of the children and
Pregnant women.
and lactating mothers. Now, your worship may kindly come to page 55.
What is the stage of the tender?
My lord, the tender will be opened on Monday, my lord.
You have participated?
No, my lord, because of these conditions, I cannot participate. The notice was issued, my lord, on 15th of March. Last date is 27th of March. On that day itself, my lord, they will open. And your worship will see the period, my lord, 15th to 27th. And here is a case, my lord, where a tenderer, my lord, a manufacturer cannot participate. It has to be through a supplier. And the supplier and the manufacturer has to, my lord, have a tie-up so that, my lord, they can apply, the supplier can apply. And the conditions are, my lord, imposed for both the, my lord, the supplier as well as the manufacturer. And during this period, my lord, it is understandable that short period is given to benefit some particular, my lord, parties. Now, if
when was it published, NIT?
My lord?
When was this NIT published?
NIT was published on 15th of March. I'll satisfy your lordship, my lord, how the tender conditions are formulated and tailor-made for certain parties. Maybe one party. Your lordship may kindly come to page 55, my lord. The requirement of qualification of bidders. By the way, my lord, the petitioner is a manufacturer, my lord. Manufacturer of my lord, malt-based food products.
What is your name?
My lord,
Mahalakshmi.
Mahalakshmi Malt Products. In fact, my lord, all over India, there are only a handful of my lord manufacturers. Now, qualification criteria for bidders.
Yes.
This invitation of bid is open to authorized dealers, suppliers, OEMs for supply of malt-based food, classic or chocolate malt for children of age group of so and so. There are severely malnourished children of age group such and such, pregnant women and lactating mothers of various Anganwadi centers and mini Anganwadi centers of Assam for the year 2022-23. My lord, the total value of the work is, my lord, 100 crores. I'll show you, my lord, that. There are, my lord, as many as 40,000, my lord, packets are to be, 500 gram packets are to be, my lord, distributed. Now, clause 2 is important.
Yes.
The bidder must submit copies of their up-to-date trade license from the competent authority. The bidder should have their registered office in the state of Assam. And they must have their trade license registration in Assam before 31st of March 2019. Proof of the same from the competent authority should be enclosed along with the technical bid. Now, my lord, as I have said, my lord, there are only a handful of malt manufacturers, and this condition, my lord, narrows down my lord, the requirement of having an office here of the supplier. That narrows down, my lord. For that, my lord, the big players like my lord Bournvita, the Horlicks, or my lord Compliant, they cannot, my lord, participate here.
Registered office.
A registered office has to be there, my lord, but then that is of the, my lord, their supplier. And my lord, your lordship will find subsequently.
Where is the supplier thing written?
This is for the supplier, my lord.
The bidders?
Yes, my lord. Bidders are only suppliers. Manufacturers cannot participate directly.
No, the authorized dealers.
Yes, my lord.
Authorized dealers, suppliers, OEM.
But they have to have their office in the
Yes.
registered.
So it is not only confined to a supplier. Even the authorized dealer can do it.
Yes.
Provided they have a registered office in Assam.
Yes, my lord. Then your lordship may kindly come.
You are not agree with this.
My lord.
You are not agreed with this.
I'm agree with that, my lord.
You don't have an office in Assam.
We don't have an office. In fact, my lord, most of the companies I have named, my lord, they don't have offices of the dealers in Assam. My lord.
Okay.
I'll show, my lord, only one of
You have an office, but not a registered office.
we don't have an office in Assam. We are only manufacturer, my lord, based in Delhi.
Okay. And which is the other clause?
Other clause is, my lord, clause 3. The bidder must have a minimum average annual turnover of ₹20 crores during the last 3 financial years. Then, my lord, clause 4, Roman 6. The bidder must have experience in supplying goods, materials in any central government, state governments, in semi-government department in the last 3 financial years for at least a single work order of value of 15 crores. Details should be furnished. Then your lordship may kindly turn to the next page. These are the, my lord, qualifications for the bidder. And your lordship will now find the qualification of the manufacturer. Page 56. Bidder must have to submit the following documents of concerned manufacturer along with the documents required in qualification criteria of bidder. The bidder manufacturer should submit annual financial statement for a minimum average annual turnover of 75 crores during the last 3 financial years. That this, my lord, necessarily implies that the, my lord, bidder and the manufacturer has to have a tie-up. And your lordship has seen the, my lord, the number of days that has been given for submission of tender. Then clause 2, documents relating to past experience of manufacturing and supply of malt-based food, malted milk food of average of 50 crores in the last 3 years. So, my lord, this requirement, my lord, necessarily means that the manufacturer also has to have experience of supplying to government and semi-government undertaking. But they are not directly taking from the manufacturers. Then clause 3 at page 57. The manufacturer must have experience in supply of malt-based food, malted milk food directly in any central government, so and so, for at least 25 crores of malted milk food and malt-based food in any of the last 3 financial years. So now, my lord, these are the conditions by which the petitioner is aggrieved. Now, if your lordship kindly turns to my averments at, my lord, page 14.
Page 14.
14, my lord. Sorry, my lord, paragraph 14 at page 8, my lord. May I read it, my lord? That there are only a handful of manufacturers of malt-based food products in the country, and narrowing it down to the mandating an association with the bidder registered in Assam with an annual turnover of rupees 20 crores effectively tailors the terms of the tender document to suit the select blue and boys of the respondent authorities. Now, paragraph 15, last sentence, I have stated, my lord, a manufacturer needs to have a prior experience of supply as against manufacturing. This is one condition. Then your lordship may kindly come to page 10.
Mr. Sharma,
My lord.
Paragraph, my lord, only one more, my lord. I am showing, my lord, how a particular.
no, what rationale do you have with whether he has got a registered office at in the state of Assam?
My lord,
There has to be some nexus.
my lord, to improve the, my lord, page, my lord, best manufacturer dealers. That
having a
condition-
registered
It is not a
office-
condition, my lord, which is prima facie arbitrary and
No,
illegal.
to have a registered office at Assam.
Assam, my lord.
No, you may not say it is arbitrary, but is it necessary? It has to have some connections with the nature of the job.
My lord, in fact,
Will
petitioner
a person having an office be in a better position to do the supply than one without having an office?
My lord,
It has got nothing to do with
I
the.
implore your lordship to kindly read paragraph 17, my lord.
and apart from that, your lordship may kindly see paragraph
See,
20.
these are huge work
Paragraph
where
20,
you need to have more competition.
my lord.
After all, price is also a very relevant factor.
That is true, my
Now,
lord.
if you are
But
limiting
apart
the
from that, my
competition-
lord, we have to look into the, my lord, stage, my lord, best, my lord, manufacturer. or my lord-
That is our concern.
My lord.
That does not seem to be your concern. You are limiting the competition.
And secondly, my lord,
State must be having.
their primary, my lord, pleaded case is that, my lord, we want to, my lord, do something to some others, and they have made mention in paragraph 28 without, my lord, adding the party respondent. How this writ petition is maintainable? my
Paragraph
lord?
17,
Paragraph
your-
28, your lordship may kindly say.
Paragraph 17,
Page
first
13.
your lordship will read, my lord.
Page 13, my lord.
These are the parties, my lord.
This
Perhaps
is
they want
writ
to-
petition maintainable, my lord. They have by name, my lord, they have stated that we are going to favor two of the industries. But they did
That
not.
will come
add-
out only when they participate. And my
Maybe,
lord,
but-
when they will be open the bids.
How this writ petition is maintainable if, my lord, they did not
Yeah,
arrange.
that we can ignore for the time being. But tomorrow, if it comes out that you have given to this two persons, then
That is, my lord, will come.
he's made a very
subsequent.
serious allegation. Tender is yet
If,
to
my
be
lord, they are
opened.
serious allegation, they should have, my lord, implicated them.
No,
as the
for the
party
time being,
respondent.
let us,
No, allegations against you, not against them.
let us ignore this. But the conditions which you have put,
My lord, let me to take instruction on Monday, my lord.
but Monday your have the last date of submission.
The first item, if your lordship pick up is the first item, my
Then
lord.
allow him to submit, then it will be result subject to result. At least you,
Monday-
if he misses the bus,
They will get the whole day of Monday, my lord.
if he misses the bus, then matters get.
Monday is the last day.
But if
my
he
lord.
submits no right to electro upon him, we'll clarify that. To have the lease alive, adjudication process alive, let him submit. Submission will not give him any right for even consideration, only to have your instructions. Are you in a position to submit?
My lord, they require, under these conditions,
No,
that
no,
I
no.
have to have a tie-up, my lord.
No, without fulfilling the other condition. Are you otherwise
Yes,
ready?
Yes, my lord.
Let him submit.
My lord, this is, my lord, all are tendering, my lord.
Or at least, my
My
lord-
lord, system may not support, my lord, their.
That is why we're asking.
My
May
lord,
not support that.
today is Friday, my lord. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it will be difficult. 2 or 3 days if your lordship grants, my lord. Extends that.
No, we will not like to extend because this was, when was this? 15/3. Today is 24th. We are giving a scope.
We have filed a representation to them. They have not answered that, my. It's not that we have come to the court.
Monday, I think you'll be able to do it. Monday, if the E-system, E-mode does not recognize you, give a hard copy.
My lord, as a manufacturer only, my lord. That we can do, my lord, but tying up with our, my lord, supplier.
Sri M.K. Chaudhary, London Senior Counsel for the petitioner, assisted by Sri
I'm sure.
M. Sharma. Full stop. The petitioners are aggrieved by certain conditions of a notice inviting tender dated 15/3/2023. Full stop. The contention of the petitioner is that such conditions have been inserted, which are not only onerous, other such conditions apart from being onerous have been inserted only to limit the competition. Full stop. He further submits that the impugned conditions do not have any rational nexus with the object of the work, which is for supply of malt-based
food products.
in the various Anganwadi centers and many Anganwadi centers in the state of Assam. Full stop. Para. Shri D. K. Sharma, learned additional senior government advocate, submits that the conditions which have been challenged are not at all unreasonable. Full stop. He, however, submits that some time may be granted to obtain instruction. Full stop. This court has noticed that the last date of filing of submission of the bids is scheduled on
27
March
at 10 o'clock.
2023
At 10 o'clock.
last date.
Last date is 27th of March and 10 o'clock is the time.
Yeah, by 10 it's over.
Yes.
Okay, but I think.
My lord.
Tomorrow is, I think, open.
Yes.
Tomorrow is open.
Tendering is on the holiday also, my lord.
Well, to balance the equities and to keep the adjudication process live, as an interim measure, it is directed that the petitioner be allowed to submit its bid for the work in question as published by the NIT dated 15/3/2023. Full stop. Since the conditions are which the petitioner is challenging are admittedly not met by the petitioner, if there is any difficulty in acceptance of the bid of the petitioner by the e-mode, petitioner is given liberty to submit its bid through hard copy, which for the time being would not be rejected by the authorities. Full stop. It is, however, made clear that the present direction for allowing the petitioner to submit its bid will not vest any right upon the petitioner, and the direction has been issued only for the purpose to enable the learned government advocate to obtain the instruction. Full stop. List on Monday.
But maintainability issue be recorded.
Yeah.
Bid petition maintainability issue, which I have raised, my lord.
The learned government advocate is also at liberty to raise the issue of maintainability of the writ petition.
One possibility, Your Lordship, they may reject it and award the contract on the same date.
We have said not to be rejected. We consider not to be rejected. Next.
My lord, not that much of a right is involved, my lord. It is more in the form of my lord, Your Lordship discretion. What had happened, my lord? The petitioner made a challenge to the imposition, demanding additional performance security. That petition, the Lordship was pleased to dismiss. Then in the second round of litigation, my lord, we prayed
For adjustment.
adjustment. Now, there is an order, that the order is pending, but meanwhile, my lord, they have rejected it. There were 4 packages, my lord. Now, in respect of one of the packages, my lord, verbally, my lord, the executive engineer told the petitioner to proceed with the work. So 10% around he has done. I'm not for the other 3 packages. Now we'll pay the, my lord, performance security only in respect of one, because otherwise I cannot. I'm just seeking there, my lord.
Friday in that case, with the civil in the
One you'll pay and the others work.
Others I can't, my lord.
It-
So now they have already issued a fresh tender for that.
But in fact, tender has been issued for all the.
So what are you praying here? What do you need?
What I need is,
To-
my
to
lord, now
accept.
because just to extend the time to deposit the additional performance.
Or not to go for a fresh tender? One will do.
In
Out of-
respect of one, other three, let them go.
Is willing to do.
That's why on my lord Friday, along with the other 4 petitions, all can be closed. Then my lord, this may be taken up on my lord.
Monday. Hartsby Kane Chaudhary, London Senior Counsel for the petitioner, assisted by Sri R.M. Deka. Full stop. The present case is an offshoot of earlier rounds of litigation wherein the requirement to submit additional performance security was the subject matter of challenge. Full stop. The petitioner's challenge was, however, not accepted by this court. Whereafter, the petitioner prayed for adjusting the dues which he is entitled to from the department with the requirement of additional performance security. Full stop. The prayer for the petition, such prayer of the petitioner has also been rejected, giving for which a separate round of petition has been initiated and is pending. Full stop. In this petition, the prayer of the petitioner is the contention of the petitioner is that though 4 packages of work was
Awarded.
Awarded, he is ready and willing to submit, ready and willing to fulfill the requirement of additional performance security for one work.
Lakshmi, kindly mention the package number AS 17.
Being a package number so and so. Package number so and so.
In the
As in the meantime, press NIT for the works, for all the 4 works in concern have already been issued. Full stop. Para, this court has been informed that the other writ petitions are slated to be listed on Monday. Monday. To enable Sri B. Gogoi, London, standing on superiority to obtain instructions, list this case for motion on Monday.
Made to your lordship. Deforman and a senior sir, my lord. I am not the standing counsel of Waqf board. I am the standing counsel of WMD department. Their presence is required. Though I have received copy by name is also not reflected in the cause list, but I am aware of this matter. Waqf board. Yes, yes.
I made it very sure that the copy is being served. I called my learned friend also yesterday, my lord, and my learned friend is appearing.
Yes, what is
My
the
lord,
matter?
The matter, my lord, your lordship knows, is hall, Overseas Cinema Hall, which is inception since 1958. We were also not born at that time. In the school days, we know these are the halls. Rupayan, Bizali, and Urvasi, my lord. Now, my lord, notice, there was a notice which was invited, tender was invited. Kindly see. That's why I'm saying that they cannot invite this tender. That's my whole first case.
Who has issued the tender?
Yes, my lord, page 43, my
No,
lord.
who has issued?
This has been issued by the Welfare of Minority and Development Department, Government of Assam.
No lordship. This is by the Waqf board.
No, but kindly see,
No.
Joint Secretary, Government of Assam.
I'm CEO.
My lord, let me
One
argue.
second,
let
one
me-
second.
Let him,
You'll have your chance. We'll come back to
impatient,
it. Page
page 43, my lord,
43.
43. Kindly see 43. And NIT was floated. Kindly see the down below, my lord.
Yes, yes.
At page 43, Joint Secretary, Government of Assam.
Oh.
So Welfare of Minority Development Department. So this is
Is he
absolute-
in the capacity of Joint Secretary of the Government of Assam or CEO of the Assam Board of Waqf?
It's a
CEO.
jointly, kindly see,
Mr. Ali, you are appearing for whom?
jointly.
Lordship, this CEO generally
Deputy Secretary, Joint Secretary of that.
By virtue of his office.
Yes,
By virtue of his office.
yes.
But he is, this exercise, power has been exercised as Waqf board or as the joint secretary of the department.
Yes, this is work of property.
Waqf property.
Property is work of property. So it is like this, your lordship.
Well, let me,
It is by CEO on behalf of the work of board.
Understood.
yes.
This is Waqf property
Waqf
property.
Waqf
given
My
on
lord,
lease to Urvasi.
My lord, I'll just tell your lordship that there was a dispute. One of the forefathers in somewhere in 1819, he just went and they had donated entire, not only the Urvasi, your lordships, the Rupa and everything, my lord. Out of the 14 bighas he has, by Wakaknama he has given to board. And he acted as a mutwali. This is 1890, I am talking about. And my lord, this goes on. 1958, the sons came. Sons had disputed that how can you, the great grandfathers can give it just like that. So there was a dispute which was going on. Now that dispute resolved in 2023 by judgment of this honorable court as Waqf property. Now, my right accrues since 1958. I am still holding over that, uninterruptedly holding over this property. Now there is a rule, my lord. The Waqf Act is there, rule is there. That rule is 2014 rule, which they amended in 2020. In this 2020, kindly see 18.2, my lord, of that rule. Why I am saying they could not have issued this NIT. I have annexed also, page 87, kindly be seen. And in what manner they have issued the NIT, I will explain, my lord. Page 87, kindly see. Earlier, your lordship will kindly see 2014 rules at page 77, my lord. Kindly see.
87.
First, kindly see 77. There 2014 rules. It was amended. The reason was there for amending it. Kindly see 77:18. Renewal of lease. No lease agreement shall contain a clause providing for automatic renewal. 2. The board shall, while renewing the lease, give preference to the present lessee if such as a participate in the bid and match the highest bid. Now what they have done it, the legislature intention was that they knew that there was some lessee who is holding for more than 30 years, 40 years. Now they amended, and 87 kindly we see, my lord, 87, which is amended in 2020. Kindly see rule 18. Renewal of lease. No lease agreement shall contain a clause providing for automatic renewal. Number 2, the board shall, while renewing the lease, give preference to the present lessee if such as they participate in the bid matches the highest bid. Now they have come for proviso. Provided that the board may not apply the procedure for bidding in case of a lessee occupying Waqf property uninterruptedly from 1995 onwards or prior thereto as a measure of one-time concession. Renew the lease deed for a period up to 10 years if the lease final undertaking with the board to the effect that so and so, so and so. So, my lord, this option was not given to us. And 1958, uninterruptedly we are there. This option, where is the question of floating? My lord, see how a tender has been floated. Tender has been floated under the rules. There are certain procedure you have to float a tender.
But Mr. Das, this is a discretion vested upon the board.
Which one?
They may not.
No, that's a different, but that option has to be kindly see. This is kindly see 87. Provided the board may not apply.
May not apply.
Yes, bidding, occupying, my lord, may not. Bidding process, my lord, may not apply the process of bidding. May not apply the process of bidding. In case of a lessee occupying uninterrupted from 1995 onwards or prior thereto. So there is a reason behind, my lord. These all, your lordship, all these properties are Waqf. All properties are Waqf. Rupa and Cinema Hall, what has happened, my lord?
No, I will still question you.
Yes.
See, this is a discretion vested
No,
on
no,
the
no, my-
Waqf.
No, my lord,
Let us read again, provided that the board may not apply the procedure for bidding.
so kindly.
It is for them to decide
No, no,
and
no, my lord. What I'm saying. that's
if
the-
they
No,
do
no,
not.
correct. Your
No, no.
lordship is.
For a moment,
As-
let's listen to it. If they take a procedure not to, if they take a decision not to proceed, not to apply the procedure, they may have to have good reasons. We can examine that. But you may say that since there is a proviso, it should be made applicable and thereafter they can,
They can
and
go- yes.
since you fulfill the conditions.
Yes, that's what, my lord, for a moment, let us forget all this.
Mr.
No, not only at one point. My lord, let us say that your rule 18 is not applicable for a moment. But I am holding this over the property. I become an encroacher. For a moment, I become an encroacher. Then there is a procedure laid down on the rules, Rule 24, and read with 54 of the Act, where, my lord, they have to file a suit against me before a tribunal for eviction. Thereafter, they have not resorted to all this, my lord. It was declared as a waqf. My right, you have circumvented and you are taking over by.
Where is
by
the,
right.
where is the original lease?
Yes, kindly see original lease, my lord. Page 23. 23, my lord.
Your lordship will
That part you make without an execution suit or
No, they
nature
cannot.
in the suit.
My lord, what they have, and what your lordship interesting, no, forget, my lord, interesting, two newspaper, they have not circulated in Guwahati, they circulated in Calcutta. Can it be done? These are all hussas, man, I know. It's a fraud, my lord, what they are doing it, my lord. Public, and kindly see, they publish when? My lord, this is certain, sir, I doubt who is behind the back. This here, page 43, my lord. Kindly see the 43 of the NIT. All this, forget for a moment, my lord, kindly see NIT. If your lordship will allow this NIT to proceed.
43.
43, kindly see what they have done it. 17th of March in a vernacular, and they have typed out in, this is in English. For 17 March, kindly see. Seal tender affecting non-refundable so and so. My lord, from 15th of
But
March.
this is Amarok home.
My lord, but kindly see. Dates from 15th of March 2023 to 31st of March. Post-dated and say published on 17th of March. Kindly see, my lord. 15th March, well, I have not come across this type of tender where 17th of March and it starts from 15th of March. NIT is quoted on 17. And they started
They are not
15 March.
prejudiced your
I am
lordship because it
prejudiced.
is up to 31st.
No, I am prejudiced.
Up
I
to
said,
31st, at least
No,
they can take
no, I
part
don't-
in the bid, your lordship.
I am prejudiced.
They can take part
they
in the
cannot
bid, your
quote this
lordship. There
tender.
is up to 31st. Still time, your lordship. And the
And
lease agreements are
interesting,
not with the
my
Waqf
lord,
board. It
interesting, kindly
is
see,
with somebody else, you are
kindly
not
see.
owner of the land.
kindly see the interesting page 44, kindly see now. Kindly see 44. Now this is more interesting. Kindly see 44. Kindly see Calcutta, Friday, 17th of March 2023. Calcutta edition of Telegraph, and it is not published in Guwahati.
Where is the this thing?
44, my lord, 44, your lordship. This is brothers. First, Calcutta, Friday, 17th.
No,
of
where
March.
is the advertisement here?
This is it. Advertisement, kindly see this. 53. 53. 53, which I have typed out because it's very small. Enlarge it at page 52, my. Kindly see 52, my lord. 52. My lord, property situated here, you don't publish here, you published in Calcutta, and you are saying this, you have, what is this? Telegraph, my lord, Guwahati doesn't have that edition. But these all, I don't understand how, and they can enter with other party. I have come to know that they entered lease with Rupayan. Now their Rupayan is no more. Venka Wool House. Why they are singling out this and floating a tender? What is the reason behind? Well, absolutely, this NIT, They cannot go ahead with NIT by giving, first they have to give an option to us. Where is that option? And my lord will kindly see the Assam financial rules. Your lordship knows Assam financial rules. In every procurement, my lord, 254 has to be followed by the state government. 254. 254. My lord, kindly see 254, my lord.
Page.
Page, I'm this Assam financial rules, my lord.
Is the
110 is same page on it. 254 steel tenders
yes.
should invariably be invited, open and public manner possible by advertisement in the government gazette or the press or by public notice in English and a vernacular. Tender should have free access to the contract document, notice to state so and so. Now this is one, my lord, they have not done. Secondly, see, my lord.
So what is the violation of 254?
254, locally they should publish. National newspaper, they should publish in Guwahati, which they have not done it.
No, that will accept, but what is the violation of 254?
254, my lord. White publish, it should be white publication. Tender, seal tender should invariably invite in the most open and public possible advertisement in the government gazette or by a public note in English or vernacular. Tender should have free access to a contract document. Widely it should be published.
Amar Assam, it has been published.
Yes.
But you are on the other aspect.
I'm on two. One is.
No, you have two other points.
Yes.
First, you said that procedure can be is not required to be followed.
Yes.
In a case of given situation like your case.
Yes.
Number two, even if you are held as a tenant who has overstayed,
and co-chair,
and the only recourse is to file a suit, or in the instant case under the Wakaf Act
yes,
for ejectment.
Right. And where is the question of creating a third party right over here?
Yes, Mr. Ali.
This should be stayed, my lord. With great respect, I am saying, my lord. Indirectly,
Mr.
they
Ali.
want to circumvent.
Mr. Ali.
Firstly, your lordship, here, so-called lease agreement, your lordship, it is not with the Waqf board, with some individuals, your lordship, who are not owners of the land. In the year 1958, they have entered into an agreement by Annexure 1, your lordship. This is not with the Waqf board. And the person who is a stranger, your lordship, he himself is a stranger and trespasser, your lordship. Under that man, your lordship, they were detained. And if that be so, your honor, this 58 goes, your lordship. That can't help them, your lordship. So is the case 1968, your lordship. Continuation of the earlier 58, your lordship, in the 68, your lordship will find Annexure 1. Annexure 1, your lordship, with Khan Sahib Khalilur Rahman, Khalikur Rahman, Khairur Rahman, your lordship, these are the three persons.
Yes.
Were not at all the owner of the land with possession also, your lordship. They were not in possession. Forcibly they took possession, your lordship. And
But
they
from
were not.
58 till all these years, they were, and this is a registered deed, they were acting on this.
It is of the year 1890.
At any stage, is this been declared?
Yes, it is a registered Waqfnama, your lordship, executed on 23 to 1890, your lordship.
No, as
Of the
just answer to the question, a simple question. Is this document ever been declared inoperative or invalid by any court of law?
that document, your lordship.
Yes, if you say that this document is not legal, have you challenged the legality in any court?
We have not challenged, your lordship.
No, any proceedings
We have
earlier?
not challenged. And there is a judgment of this honorable court, your lordship. And that was in the of the year 1994. They never approached the Waqf board. They have shown, your lordship, no importance to the Waqf board, all along, your lordship, without
paying any parting, your lordship. Since 58 till date, if they are actually in occupation, they are not entitled to get renewal. If renewal is not there, your lordship, they are, if supposing it is encroacher or trespasser, your lordship, or that there is no law to be followed that actually they should be given notice or like that, your lordship.
There is law.
Now, that law, your lordship, they have interpreted in their favor. That is a selfish interest. Basically, the law says something else. That's why, your lordship, up to 31st of March, your lordship, this tender will be accepted. It is still time. They can participate in there also, your lordship. There is no bar as such. There is no bar, sir. And I'll have to take instruction, your lordship, for the.
What is the procedure for ejectment of a tenant under the Waqf Act?
Lordship,
I'll just, my lord, your lordship will kindly see the rule 24
Of
2014 rules. Page 87, my lord, kindly see 87. 87 or 80, my lord, kindly see. 80 kindly see.
and this financial rules, your lord, it is not applicable so far.
24.
And it is not a government department, your lord.
80,
It is outside the government department.
24. Surrender of lease property, expiration or termination of lease. Lordship got it? Upon expiration or termination of lease, the lessee shall immediately surrender possession, lease premises and all leasehold improvement in substantially the condition which the lessee is required to maintain, they accepting only reasonable wear and tear. Upon surrender all rights, title, interest of lessee, the lessee premises shall cease. If after expiration or terminal lease, the lessee continues to occupy lease premises, it shall be treated as an encroacher and such encroachment shall be removed in accordance procedure specified in section 54 of the Act. Now 87, it is amended. Kindly see page 8, in 87. It is amended in 2000. Now kindly see 24 2 at page 87.
87.
87. This has been amended in 2020. Kindly see 87 down below. K. In rule 24 of sub-rule 2, the following sub-rule shall be sub-rule, namely, if after expiration or termination of lease, despite given 3 notices, one after another, with a gap of 1 month, the lease continues to occupy the lease premises, it shall be treated as an encroachment and such encroachment shall be removed in accordance with procedure specified in section 54 of the Act. Now, if your lordship kindly see 54 of the Act, Waqf Act kindly be 54. 54. Lordship got it? 54. Whenever the chief executive officer considers whether on receiving any complaint or on his own motion that there has been an encroachment on any land, building, space, or other property which Waqf property and what has been registered as such under the Act, he shall cause to be served upon the encroacher a notice specifying the particulars of the encroachment, calling upon him to so cause before a date to be specified in such notice as to why an order requiring him to remove encroachment before the date so specified should not be made, and shall also send a copy of such notice to concerned mutually. Now, my lord, 2, notice referred to in subsection 1 shall be served in such a manner, if after considering the objection received during the period specified notice and after conducting an inquiry in such manner as may prescribe, chief executive officer satisfied that property in question is Waqf property, there has been encroachment on such property, he may make an appeal tribunal. So these are procedure they have to follow, my lord. Now kindly see one last, my lord, my learned friend is.
Okay, we'll pass on it.
Yes.
Third, Sri D. Das, Senior Counsel, assisted by Sri A. Kulita for the petitioners. The petitioners have put to challenge or note the action of the respondents, including publication of an NIT on 17/3/2023, calling for intending bidders to submit their bids for lease of the subject land. Full stop. It is the case of the petitioner that the land in question was leased out to them by the owners in the year 1958, and they are in continuous possession over the same. Full stop. The impugned notice dated 17/3/2023, apart from, it is the contention of the petitioner that the impugned notice dated 15/3/2023 suffers from a number of serious legal infirmity. The senior counsel contends that under this present situation, where the petitioners are admittedly the lessees, a process is laid down in the Waqf Act and the rules for ejectment of a lessee even in case of default, and that process seemed to have been circumvented by taking recourse to the impugned NIT. Full stop. It is submitted that even in the mode of publication of the NIT, there is a lot of, it seems that it is done in a hush-hush manner, where a property situated at Guwahati has been made the subject matter of a publication of a newspaper which is published in the state of West Bengal. Full stop. Though a vernacular of the advertisement has also been, though the advertisement has also been published in a vernacular daily circulated in the state of Assam, the advertisement is in English language and not in the vernacular language. Full stop. Another infirmity which has been pointed out is that though the publication has been done on 17/3/2023, the date was on 15/3/2023, which itself shows that the same has been done as if to suit a vested interested party. Full stop. The learned senior counsel has specifically referred to Rule 24 of the Waqf Properties Lease Rules. Which lays down the procedure to be followed in case of a lessee who has defaulted. The same rule which have undergone an amendment in the year 2020 makes certain change, which also, however, prescribes for where is it? The tribunal part?
Yes.
Prescribes for resorting to section 54 of the Act, correct? Section 54 of the
54 of the Act.
Section 54
Of the Waqf Act.
of the Waqf Act
1995.
1995 lays down an elaborate procedure of removal of encroachment of Waqf property, including which would ultimately require filing of an application to the tribunal for grant of an order of eviction. It is the contention of the petitioner that the statutory requirements have been wholly overlooked and ignored by publication of the impugned notice. Full stop. Para. Responding to the argument, Sri S. Salih, counsel appearing for the
Number
respondent number two.
Respondent number
Two, questions the maintainability of the petition itself by stating that the original lease agreement, which has been annexed to the writ petition of 1958, was never with the Waqf board, but with some individuals who did not possess the title over the land. Full stop. He further submits that only because the NIT has been published on 17/3/2023 with its date of 15/3/2023, with the initial date of 15/3/2023, that by itself would not cause any prejudice, as the petitioners are, as the last date for submission of bids is still there, in which the petitioner can participate.
31st March.
Still yet to be over. Still yet to be over. The issue involved would require deliberations. The issue notice returnable by 6 weeks. State of Assam minorities,
Lordship,
MSMD Bora,
one and three.
Standing Council,
My lord,
Standing Council,
WMD department, MD department,
WMD Department for respond number
1 and 3, my lord.
1 and 3. Whereas anyone with you? Who's with you? Madam?
Lordship,
This M not.
MS Nath, assisting Sri Ali accepts notice on behalf of the respond number 2. Full stop. Heard the learned counsel on the interim prayer. Full stop. After having regard to the facts and circumstances, including the fact that a detailed procedure is laid down, even assuming that the present petitioners are encroachers for the rejectment, the publication of the impugned notice appears to be in the teeth of such statutory requirement. Full stop. In that view of the matter, till the next date, till the returnable date, the impugned notice dated 17/3/2023, inviting bids for the land in question, published in the Amar Ahom and the Telegraph within bracket West Bengal Calcutta edition, in its issues dated 17/3/2023, shall remain suspended.
deeply obliged.
May it please your lordship. My lord, the matter relates to a tender issued by the, my lord, Agriculture Department, my lord, for procurement of seeds. Now, what had happened, my lord, we approached your lordships in the first round, where lordship was pleased to pass the order that your lordships will get it on page 84, my lord. And operative portion is at page 85.
Yes.
Considering the nature of the supply, this court is not inclined to stay the proceedings. However, it is directed that without prejudice to the rights of other of the parties, petitioner may be allowed to submit its bid, which should, however, be subject to further orders as may be passed by this court. Meaning thereby, my lord, lordship gave us the, permission to participate in the tender.
Correct.
And they should take a call and inform your lordship and proceed in the matter. That's the normal inference. Now, what they did, my lord, they have now cancelled my bid on the ground that I am not technically responsive. That is why I was before your lordship.
That lordships, that order lordships will get
232.
232, my lord.
Madam, how can you do that? That is the subject matter of adjudication.
No. The order was lordship. It is made clear that participation in the tender process shall not vest any right on the petitioner.
Those
unless
are
a
the,
case is
those are
supposed
the,
to be
those
fetched
are
out.
the conditions which are the subject matter of challenge in this
Yes,
petition.
lordship. Yes, lordship. This is the.
We are
second-
not saying that by allowing him to participate, you have to give the job to him.
No, lordship. He doesn't
This was only to
qualify.
balance the equities.
Lordship, he doesn't
That-
qualify because his turnover is.
That he doesn't
less than 3
qualify,
crores.
he doesn't qualify because of certain conditions which are the subject matter of challenge.
That was in another writ petition for, this is the second round of litigation, lordship. In that case, we will be filing a affidavit, lordship. And in this case, lordship, this is a fresh case, lordship.
Not that NIT.
No. NIT is same, lordship, but this is the
Because
second
they
round
have,
of litigation.
reject my tender, I had to come for a fresh
Lordship,
case.
this is a fresh case, lordship. The
Yes,
Earlier
but-
case.
Madam, I have not understood at all. Very sorry. What is the meaning of the last line?
It is made clear that participation in the tender process shall not vest any right on the petitioner unless a case.
It is only to give you that same balancing thing that you are not obliged in law to give the work to him unless we hold that he has a case made out.
Lordship,
If in the meantime you give it to others, the case will become infractors. So let him participate, we decide the case.
But-
If he is able, listen to the court.
Yes.
If he is able to make out a case that the conditions are not in accordance with law, then you treat him at par. But if he misses the last date, he is gone. It is only to balance it.
Lordship,
Now,
the
the
price
same
bid-
conditions you already applied and you have rejected, he is already out.
Lordship, the price bid has been open
Why did you open?
because that.
If you open his price bid also, let us see if today,
L1.
open him, if tomorrow, see, with Vora, if you hold that he is not being able to make out a case, we still hold the conditions to be in accordance with law, then apart from instead of the fact that his price is lower, he'll be out. But tomorrow, if he is successful in the initial writ petition, what will be the consequence? Can you give him the relief?
Lordship, the project is a World Bank project where, Lordship, the minimum.
You come up with
turnover
the,
is
come up in the earlier
50%.
petition, file your affidavit, go for expeditious hearing.
Lordship, the minimum turnover is, Lordship, 50%.
You
And
are,
for
you
him,
are
Lordship,
arguing,
we have
you are
requested-
arguing on the, as if this is an application for vacating stay. Have you filed this application for vacating stay?
No.
Have you filed your affidavit?
In the earlier case, we have not.
Then this is only meaning circumventing the earlier case. What will happen to the earlier case? Gone.
But Lordship, the selected bidders have not been made a party in this writ petition.
Oh, those are arguments on merits.
But they should have been made parties.
You make arguments in that case. File your affidavit on that ground. Perhaps we may also dismiss the rejected dismiss
We
the
have
petition.
not
But
made them a
Lordship,
party
September
because the
3
work order has not been issued as yet.
Work order
Otherwise,
is
you would
not
have.
If somebody has not understood the court's case, then we don't have much to say. But if somebody has understood and tries to play smart with the court, then we'll have him in the court.
No,
You can
no.
advise you can instruct your officers. We like to seek interact directly. How could have you done? I think this is a case where we should issue suo motu contempt.
My lord, if your lordship calls for the record, then you will find how many of the so-called responsive bidders are responsive. At least, my lord, documents which we have showed, that party who has not even indicated his financial worth, he has been shown as from the documentation.
Yes, for the present, don't go ahead. What is the
Yes,
process? What is the
lordship, they will not finalize, that they have not issued the work order, man. They will not.
Hearts free, K. Chaudhary, non-senior counsel for the petitioner. In this writ petition,
Lordship, if allows me, Lordship, in the last interim order in the earlier writ petition, Lordship has not directed for any closure of the opening of the technical. Lordship has directed that only he can participate, Lordship. Analysis, there was no stay of anything.
See, Mr. Chaudhary, let us be analytical and logical in our understanding. Some clauses which you do not which are part of challenge. Some clauses of NIT are the subject matter of challenge in the earlier writ petition. Definitely here he is not meeting those conditions. Now, if you reject his bid on those conditions, will it be a fair treatment when the court is in session of the matter?
But Lordship has not directed that it should be kept in a seal cover or no.
If you want
decision
us
should
to,
be
if you want to speak in so
taken.
many words, then we can, from tomorrow onwards, we'll pass interim orders of 10 pages.
No,
Let only one case be over during the whole
then
day.
Lordship may take it up next week, Lordship, may for
No, no.
disposal.
Yes, as if you are insisting, yes, why not? On Monday, we'll
Lordship-
have it.
Monday, by
Monday?
Monday, Lordship, this instruction may not come. Lordship may take it up
Whenever
on
you-
Wednesday,
Whenever
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tuesday, both the cases. Don't give it to anybody now.
Lordship, if not already issued. That may be indicated, Lordship.
Don't allow.
Cannot dictate the terms and
If it is
conditions.
done, we'll have to bring it.
Yes, Lordship.
Hearts Ken Chaudhary. Should we issue notice here or not?
Lordship, we may issue not.
Okay. Then if you want a disposal of both the cases,
Lordship, we will get it.
returnable on Tuesday?
Let it be Thursday, my lord.
Thursday. Okay. Hearts Ken Chaudhary. Senior Counsel, assisted by Suraj Puragohai. For the petitioner who has put to challenge the action of the, where is the?
Page 232, my lord. Serial number 11 is the
Where is
petitioner.
action, put to challenge the action of the respondent authorities in taking a decision in the minutes of meeting held on 21/3/2023 to reject the, where is it, your rejection?
11, serial 11, my lord. Technically non-responsive.
Reject the bid of the petitioner,
As is the-
holding the same to be technically non-responsive on the ground that it does not have average annual turnover of 3 crores in the last 3 financial years, 2019-20, semicolon, 2020-21, and 2021-22. Full stop. The contention of the petitioner is that in respect to the NIT in question, challenging certain clauses, including the clause in question, this petition, the present petitioner has earlier filed a writ petition being WPC number
760 of 23.
760 of 2023. This court wide order dated
10 to 20,
page
page 84.
wide order dated 10/2/2023 while issuing notice had passed an interim order to the following effect. Considering the nature it would, it is the case of the petitioner that on the strength of the aforesaid interim order, it has submitted its bid. It is also an admitted fact that in the state writ petition, till now, the department has neither filed any affidavit in opposition nor any application for vacating stay. Full stop. However, by the impugned decision, the rejection has been done by taking recourse to a clause which is the subject matter of the pending writ petition. Full stop. The aforesaid action, IFSI, appears to be grossly illegal as an in teeth of the earlier observation made by this court. Full stop. This court is also intrigued by the fact that when this court is in session of the matter, wherein an interim direction has been passed to balance the equities, a rejection can be done, an action can be taken to cause prejudice to a party to the lease, which is already on a ground which is already under challenge in the pending lease. Full stop. at this stage, Sri B. Chaudhary, that is Standing Council Agriculture Department submits that the earlier writ petition can be taken up for disposal expeditiously and suggest that the date may be fixed on
Wednesday, my lord.
Wednesday is maybe.
My lord, Thursday, actually, we both have a matter just now.
Well, Wednesday will try. Wednesday. Your pleadings?
By Tuesday, your lordship.
Oh, Wednesday, Dave. And then, it is up to the department to file, to file its pleadings before them. Put up. Heard the learned counsel for the interim prayer for stop. After hearing, it is made clear that no work order should be given in respect of the work in question. And if in the meantime such work order has been issued, no work should be allowed to be permitted to be done and permitted to be proceeded on the strength of such work order.
I'll apply.
I have a simple prayer, my lord. Item 76, my lord. SCWMD may be reflected in the cause list. Item 76,
That walk-up board,
my lord.
we have said,
My name is SCWMD reflected in the cause list. My
in
name
the cause list, okay. About Russell,
76, my lord.
D thus. Registry to reflect the name of
SC.
MD Bora as SC, so
WMD department.
WMD department.
I'm so deeply obliged.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Rajgupta. Our again. Motion. 68, who is 68?
I'm sorry, no.
Is it urgent?
Not urgent.
Is it urgent Monday?
Monday.
We have asked
No
council from
issue.
outside this.
Oh,
Monday.
Cooperative society.
Because we have to attend
No,
a
my lord,
meeting.
Monday. Much obliged.
Monday.
My lord,
No, Mr. Dasgupta, come.
my lord, item, my lord, 35.
Not now. We have committed to the gentleman.
My lord,
We have committed to a gentleman from outside.
not now, my lord.
We'll have
For
the,
adjournment, lordship.
we'll have it. We are not raising. Court master will give. Yes.
Lordship.
What is this? You said small matter.
In fact, is covered by this order. We have issued notification on 22nd of.
Have a look.
Yes, I have seen. I have no objection. My only thing is this order is applicable to me also. It is a broader aspect. And now only my prayer is that my inspection report should be implemented. Yesterday I have sent a copy, filed a copy, that the final inspection report was done on 18/11/2020. It was not implemented and 6 years has passed. Now only 4 years left out of 10 years, the residual period. So it is my submission to implement it as per circular 19-1 or 10-1-19. It is a.
Tell us how to reconcile. Tell us how to
Application, my lord.
reconcile. Tell us.
Lordship, there is a problem with my landlord friend, Lordship. Lordship, what happened? There is a budgetary scheme was introduced by the government after rolling of the GST law. There some clauses were there, the industry are eligible. In the meantime, Lordship, what happened in number of industries were certified by the DPIC.
Now, how do you balance it? Tell us.
Lordship, this order, this will cover this case. They will get all the benefit under the scheme, Lordship. And why he is insisting all these? Then Lordship may be, intermeter may be hard, Lordship.
He's making a statement that you'll get benefit of the earlier direction.
Clear, Lordship. It is very clear from this notification, Lordship.
Only a simple direction may be in the IAP application that inspection already done is.
Then Lordship may be hard, Lordship, which may create problem, Lordship.
In that case, he'll require a proper hearing.
Lordship.
I'll make some within 10 minutes. Everything I will.
Tell us a date of your convenience. Tell us a date of your convenience. Next Thursday?
Yes, ma'am.
I think you still reconsider your decision. If Mr. Kyle is saying that this will cover your case, in spite of your difficulties.
Only by the direction this for implementation. This was suppressed from it.
While Harshri and Dasgupta learned counsel for the petitioner, for the applicant petitioner, also Harshri SC Kyle and standing counsel GST, CGST, General GST. Sri Kyle, however, submits that the issue involved is covered by an order of this court passed in a batch of writ petitions, including WPC 5675/2022, dated 2/3/2023. Full stop. Sri Dasgupta, however, submits that some modifications would be required. Full stop. Para, in that view of the matter, comma, registry to release this case for admission hearing on Thursday.
It may be in the top admission hearing. Otherwise, it cannot.
That we cannot say. It will come in chronological order. We'll give you liberty to operate.
Fixing on next Thursday.
The next Thursday. Press matters will not be able to take. We have to do. Bill hearing to Monday, Guruji. Mr. Ahmed,
Lordship,
bill hearing Monday. Oh, the worst. Others where interim orders are there, any matter?
I have one matter, my lord.
Interim order is there till today?
Now 52 item, your lordship over judgment is there, same.
No. For those, he'll give the date. Any matter where interim order is still today?
Well, item 48, my lord. Interim is there, my lord. Interim may continue.
48, huh? Possibility of time? Yeah, we'll give you next week. Interim order.
That is good.
Yeah.